Disclaimer. This video is for commentary and educational purposes only. All individuals are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Any footage used in this video is obtained through public records and falls under fair use for the purpose of reporting, analysis, and public interest.
Let me tell you this. Let me just tell you this, okay? All right, listen to me. Okay, you're under arrest. Hear me out. You're under arrest, okay, for the murder of Melinda Pleskovic.
In the quiet suburb of Strongsville, Ohio, life seemed safe and ordinary. At the center of the community was Melinda Pleskovic, a veteran middle school teacher known for her warmth, her devotion to her students, and her love for her family. She had taught for nearly 3 decades, coached youth activities, and was celebrated as the kind of teacher who left a lasting mark on everyone she met. To friends and neighbors, she was the heart of her household and the pride of her community. But in October of 2017, that sense of safety was shattered. Melinda was discovered in her own kitchen, brutally attacked, shot and stabbed in a manner so violent it left investigators reeling. At first, it seemed to confirm the family's worst fears. For months, they had reported strange break-ins and prowlers outside their home. It was easy to believe that a faceless intruder had finally broken in and carried out this terrible crime. Yet, as detectives followed the evidence, the picture darkened. The break-ins weren't random. They were part of a carefully staged deception. And the killer wasn't a stranger at all. He was a young man living under the same roof, welcomed as one of their own, and soon to be married into the family. This is the interrogation of Jeffrey Scullin.
Thanks for waiting, Jeff.
You're fine. You gave me a chance to test the two-way mirror.
Did you see me?
No, there's this thing on Facebook. If you touch a mirror, it's regular, your finger won't, your fingertips won't touch, but if you touch a two-way mirror, it does. I didn't think it was actually real until I tested it.
Yeah, we've actually never used it.
I've always wanted to see one of these rooms, to be honest. So
Yeah.
I should have under better circumstances.
Well, let me reintroduce myself, though. I'm Detective Stoltz. Okay, so obviously we met at the home. I appreciate you coming here voluntarily and talking to me. You're free to leave at any point or stop the questioning at any point. You're not in any trouble. You're not under arrest. I'm here just to try to piece together what happened at the house. Okay.
If we could speed it along a little bit, I would like to go see my family and
Yeah,
everything.
I understand that.
I'm not trying to rush it or anything, but
Perfectly understandable. I'm going to do the best I can. Okay. Jeff, can you spell your last name for me one more time?
SCULLIN. Do you think I could sit in that chair? I'm a little big.
This one? Sure.
Yeah.
You can switch it out.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Just push it back.
I'm a little bigger. Just squishing my legs. Alright. Sorry.
No problem. Jeff, what's your date of birth?
4/10/97.
And your cell phone number?
It still takes me, I always want to say the old number out of instinct.
Yeah, it's okay. Any other cell phones? Is that the only one?
That's the only one. I just sometimes say the wrong number because I had my old one for like 7 years, 8 years.
Okay. Okay.
Excuse me.
I'd like you just to tell me about your day. To start in the morning, from what I understand. Tell me if tell me if I'm wrong. Living in the home after talking to Bruce is yourself, your fiance, Bruce's daughter, Anna, and my understanding is Megan is there 2 to 3 times a week.
That's on average. Sometimes, some weeks she won't show up. Sometimes she'll stay longer.
Okay.
If I had to give a good guess, 2 to 3 times a week.
Okay, and she's randomly there.
Randomly.
Okay.
Most, actually, no, weekends and then some weekdays. Weekdays if she's going out of town on a business trip.
Mm-hmm.
She
Okay.
flies to California every once in a while.
And Kyle is there.
24/7.
And Mel.
Yes.
Okay, so only people that live there?
Besides people that come to visit, no.
Right. The only people that actually live there?
Yes.
Okay. And you and Anna and your baby stay downstairs in the basement?
That's our area, yeah.
Okay. Okay. And how long have you lived there?
I couldn't even begin to tell you.
What do you...
Like a month after her birthday. So like a year and a half maybe. A little bit less than a year and a half. I think that's rounding. I don't know the exact date when we moved in.
Okay.
Or whatever.
That's fine. And you guys are set to be married on Saturday?
Well, we're going to cancel it now, but we were set to be married on Saturday.
And where's that going to be at?
Skyview Lodge over in Brunswick. It's, if you go straight down Pearl, it's the one that overlooks all the vineyards, and you can see like the one person in the distance.
How many people have come to your wedding?
That's a question I can't answer. To be honest, I didn't really do much for the wedding. I'm not trying to be difficult. I'm sorry, I'm a little tired too.
Understandable.
I think it's like 140 maybe.
Okay. Tell me, in the home, does everybody get along?
Yeah, we had a little bit of a fight the other day.
Who's we?
Bruce drinks a lot. When he does, sometimes he gets a little, I don't know, dickish. And he kind of came after me a little bit because he was upset because I said I would help him with stuff around the house, and apparently I wasn't doing it to his schedule, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And so, what do you mean he came at you?
Oh, he didn't come at me like
just verbally?
Just verbally through text. Nothing.
Okay.
The next day, it was kind of like he sent a few text messages saying he was sorry and everything. It was kind of water under the bridge.
Okay. So other than guys living under the same roof, everybody kind of butts heads every once in a while. Understandable.
That's little stuff like,
Little
hey,
stuff.
pick this up.
But not physical. Nobody's physical to anybody?
No,
Okay.
never.
Okay.
They're very good family.
Okay.
The only thing that I would say physical is if Anna and Megan, like, they yell at each other a lot, but they do it in like a funny way. Like, you know, not like entirely mad, just like kind of joking around half the time.
Mm-hmm.
Then they pull each other's hair and have a little slap fight, and that's
Okay.
It's nothing like hurtful. It's like I don't know how to explain it.
Okay.
Just kind of more playful
Mm-hmm.
than anything.
And where do you work, Jeff?
Right now, I got laid off. I was laid off 2 months ago. No.
And where were you working?
Berea City Schools.
And what did you do for them?
I was an HVAC tech.
I'm sorry, you said HVAC?
Yeah.
Yeah, tech. And you work for the city itself, or you hired by the city of Berea?
The school.
You're hired?
The school district.
Okay.
No, I don't know if it wouldn't be the city itself, it would be the school district.
Okay. And how long did you work there?
A year and 5 months, 6 months. It wasn't long.
Okay. And how are you getting by lately financially? Anna, how you getting along financially? Is Anna?
I've been using a lot of my savings, and then Anna's been paying for all the small stuff to help me out until I get another job.
Do you have any investments? Any other income?
Rental houses. We have rental houses. Me and my dad.
You and your father and you?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Jeff Scullin as well. He's a senior.
Okay, you're a junior?
Yeah.
Okay.
I helped him out with them and everything like that.
How many rental properties do you have?
6. Only a few were rented. I think we just lost a tenant. I don't remember off the top of my head. I think we only have 3 or 4.
And how much income does that bring you each month, you personally?
I don't know off the top of my head the full math of it, but my dad will just give me a cut whatever I need. If I ask him if I need some money, he'll give it to me.
Oh, okay, so you don't get a regular cut unless you have
No, not a regular cut. Well, I mean, I would, but he just like, if he goes, hey, you need an extra $500, he'll give me an extra $500.
So you do get a regular cut? You get your half?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm really tired. Can I ask 2 questions?
You sure can.
Was everything with my dad's car okay?
I don't know. I've been here.
Oh, I've been here. Well, and what would I be able to go get the dog sometime after this or tomorrow?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we want you to be able to take care of your dogs. They're still at the house, and I don't know how much longer they have, but I could get that question answered for you when we're done
What do you
here.
mean, how much longer they have?
Well, they're going to be at the house for a little while.
Oh,
they're still
the
there.
people?
Yeah, the police department and BCI.
So I can't go there until after they leave to get the dog, or?
We'll see. I could always try to make an arrangement to get the dog.
I mean, if I can't, can you just like have someone dump some food in his cage?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
That's good enough for me.
Yeah.
I just don't even get his dinner.
Yep, absolutely.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's okay. And you have a mother?
Yes.
Okay. Are they still together? Your mom and dad?
Legally, yes. They're kind of like, I don't know. That's a complicated one.
They're still living together, though.
They're living together, but they're
still legally married.
They're kind of like, the marriage is iffy.
Okay. And
but yes, they're still together and they work together fine. You know.
Okay. What's your mother's name?
Laverne Carlson.
Leverne.
Mm-hmm.
And what's her last name?
Wilson.
Okay.
She goes by her middle name Carla, though. I don't know if you're going to call her or anything. Okay.
Okay. No, I'm not going to call her. All right. Jeff, if you could, I'd like you to start this morning, Monday morning, okay? And tell me what time you wake up and what's your routine.
Right now I don't really have a routine unless I plan things out. So today I didn't have anything to do. But I do think there's something to note. Last night, my sister was over the weekend. Well, she left her book bag in my other car, which I left at my mother's house.
Say it again.
My sister, I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong.
No, I may have just thought about it.
Saturday, my sister Anna and Megan and their friend went to Cedar Point for the bachelorette party. Like nice little thing.
What's your sister's name?
Ellie Scullin.
Ellie?
Yeah.
Ellie?
Yes.
How old is she?
13. She's going to turn 14 on the 31st. It was just a little nice thing, you know, they wanted to bring her along.
Okay.
They were there Saturday, and then Sunday I took her to the movies and back.
Your sister?
Yes, but then she left her book bag in my car. So I said I would bring it by like later because she texted me
in
about
the truck?
No, I was driving the truck that day, but I left my other car, the car I normally drive, LeSabre. It's a silver LeSabre. It was my grandmother's. We bought it out of her estate after she died and everything. Mm-hmm. That's my normal car that I drive.
Where is that car tonight?
It's at my mother's house. Would you need to go look through it?
No, I just trying to understand the dynamics over there. Whenever you drive, or you have the truck, and you have a truck and you have the car.
Yeah. And
then one of the other stays at your mom's, while the other one's where you're living. Okay.
Well, whenever I need to work on the rentals or I'm doing an odds and end job or something, I take the truck.
Yep.
Because it's easier to move things and I can fit all my tools in it.
Sure.
LeSabre doesn't really have that much stuff, and I have a lot of like baby in it.
Okay. And where does your mom and dad live?
Right over here on Fair. I haven't lived there for a while, so I don't really. I think.
Is that a single-family home? Is that a duplex?
It's a duplex.
Duplex. Okay. Is it on the north side of the street?
I don't know what that means, to be honest. North side of the street. I don't know how to answer that one.
Okay, fair enough. Fair Road runs east-west, so I was just wondering if it was. I think I could picture it, but
it's a Prospect. If you're going on Prospect, you turn to the right.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So tell me
But the reason I was talking
your
about
sister's
that,
book bag is in the Sabre.
it was in my car, my other car, and then I went. She asked me to bring it, so I went there at like 11. I walked out the back door, and
This is yesterday.
Yes, it was last night. I don't know if Bruce mentioned it. We lost keys. We filed a replacement thing. He was cleaning all the cars, and we filed a report, not a replacement. I don't know what I'm talking about. He was cleaning the cars, and he lost keys, and people were hitting the alarm button and, holding it down. We filed police reports and everything. But right when I got in Anna's car, because the truck was blocked in, I was just going to take Anna's Cavalier, the blue Cavalier. And I was going to drive over, unlock my car, and throw it inside the house, the book bag, and leave, Right when I left, someone hit the big alarm button. So, like, whoever does have the keys was, like, had to see me walk out at, like, 11:30 last night. I just figured that was worth noting. I forgot to write that down in the...
Okay.
I thought about it when I was sitting out there.
Yeah.
But,
tell me about the morning. What time did you wake up?
Probably like 10:25, because Anna had to be at work at 10:40. So she woke me up to get up and watch the baby. And then...
Anna woke you up?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I got up, I was upstairs, made her breakfast. We were watching Barney. She had some cookies and stuff like that. Nothing too big. I got her to lay down for a nap. Figured I'd take a nap too.
What is your baby's name?
Aurora.
Aurora. How do you spell it?
A-U-O-R-A.
A-U what?
What? O-R-A.
How old is Aurora?
A year and 5 months, a year and 6 months, give or take. I'm sorry, I'm really bad with that stuff.
Okay. And Anna had to go to work?
Anna worked.
She worked at 11?
I think it was like 10:40. I might be off by like 10 minutes.
No. You were telling me when she left, or?
When she left.
10:40? Okay, so she probably had to work at 11, fair enough?
Probably.
Okay. Okay. And who else is in the home at that time?
Just me. I brought the dog up because the other day someone tried to get in the house, so I felt better with him being up there. He follows the baby around, so I feel better like when she's in the house when he's around.
Mm-hmm.
He was up there, and the other dog was in the laundry room, the other door past the basement door.
Okay.
And no one was there for the longest time. It was just me, and then I think around 1, Mel came home. I don't know the exact time. She didn't tell me she was coming home. She just kind of showed up. And she walked in. We were going to meet my mom. She helped pay for the wedding because I didn't have enough money and my card wasn't going through. So she gave me some money, but then I was late, so they ended up going up there to pay for it. Well, we were all going to meet for dinner later that night. I was going to go pick my mom up after she got home from work, and I was going to be like, hey, they want to go have dinner, let's go have dinner at Applebee's. It was going to be this nice little thing. Well, Mel said she didn't want to do that, she just wanted me to go grab the money and everything. And I was like, okay, well, I'll do that when Mom gets home. So I left. No, I didn't leave. I'm skipping ahead. I'm sorry, I'm really tired.
It's okay. So
where was I?
Well, I mean, you're at home. Mel came home at 1, so we're at 1 o'clock, and then the plan was. It's fine. It's okay. The plan was to meet for dinner, but Mel didn't want to do that, and she asked you to go get. She asked you to meet your mom.
Go grab the money. I had to go grab like $600 from my mom and the rest from my banker.
But Mel asked you to do that.
She asked me to go do that, and I said I'd do it when she got home, and she said okay. And that wasn't an issue. That was the end of the conversation.
Okay, $600 from Mom. Okay.
And
then you just told her after work.
And her excuse, yeah, I told her when she got home.
Okay. Where does your mom work?
She works at a bank downtown, Fifth Third. She's like in the big vault thing or whatever. But I'm sorry, where was I? I'm
well, it's still 1 o'clock. I'm supposed to meet for dinner, but
she said she said she had to do something. She wouldn't elaborate, which I'm not going to press. It's not my business. So I was like, okay, whatever.
Okay,
and
but she couldn't.
She just didn't say anything. And then she said she was going to the doctor and that I might need to get Kyle off the bus. Which I get Kyle off the bus most days because everyone works during the day, which isn't a big issue. Like, you know, he just doesn't like me that much, so he just like runs upstairs, which that's fine. But
okay.
I got Kyle. Fast forward later, like, you know, everything's normal. Kyle's gonna come home soon.
Did she leave? Did Mel leave?
Yeah, she went to the doctor's office.
So what time did she leave?
Not too long after that. She was only home for like maybe 20, 30 minutes, if that. And most of the time she was upstairs. She went upstairs to change. She was wearing a green shirt, but she came back down. But then
Did she change clothes?
Yeah. She was wearing a pink shirt when she went upstairs, and she came down wearing a green shirt. I think it had like the Strongsville Mustangs thing on it. I don't know if she was wearing the same pants. I just noticed the color change in shirt.
Okay, so she left to go to the doctor's 1:30 or so. What time does Kyle get home?
Exactly 3 o'clock. So I walked out at around 2:56, 2:57, and the bus was already there. Because sometimes they come really early, and they call and bitch that I'm not outside.
Okay.
So I try to like walk out a little bit earlier, but then every time I plan on doing it, they're always early.
Okay, so you get him, you guys walk back inside?
I was still outside. We were chilling outside. It was raining, but he didn't want to go inside, so he's kind of like running around the cars and stuff.
Okay.
And right when I was finally getting him like to go inside, Mel pulled in, and she's like, "Hey, what is up?" You know, say hi.
What time? How long were you guys outside before Mel came home?
No more than 5 minutes, if that.
Okay, so she came up shortly after 3.
Yeah. And then I had the baby ready to go because I was going to my Aunt Jeannie's. I don't know if I gave the one officer her information and everything so you could call and ask if you need to. But I was going there. I help with her lawn and her house and stuff. She can't do stuff like that. I was supposed to do leaves and cut some bushes down and put up, she bought these lantern things, like for the side of houses, like lighting it. But it was pouring rain. But on the way there, I ran out of gas.
What time did you leave then?
Like right after. I just walked in and grabbed the baby.
So as soon as Mel came home, you left right away?
Literally, right away. And I didn't notice with the truck that the light popped on for the gas, so I'm driving down Prospect and I lost, it stalled out. I pulled to the side of the road a little bit, turned on my hazards. I was in view. On Drake. What is it? The one going to, I'm sorry.
Well, you went, are you heading?
I'm heading towards Prospect. I think that's Drake, right?
Okay, so you're heading across Drake.
I could see Gecko, but I had the baby and it was pouring rain, so I wasn't sure what I was going to do.
Okay. You were going to your aunt, I'm sorry, what was her name?
Aunt Jeannie's. She lives over on Eani.
And where does she live?
Over on Abigail Lane. Right off if you get on 82 and you turn right onto something, and there's Abigail.
Okay. What is her last name?
Moffitt. M-O-F-I. F-F-I-T.
M-O-F-F-I-T?
Yeah. I'm sorry if I'm...
And do you have an uncle?
No, he passed away. That's why I helped all this stuff. He passed away maybe 2 years ago. His name was Kevin Moffitt.
Okay.
It's just her and my one cousin, but my one cousin just started Baldwin Wallace this year. She's a freshman, so she's not normally there. So whenever Jeannie needs anything done, she normally calls my dad or me. We normally go over there and do it for her.
Okay. You ran out of gas on Drake Road. Do you know where at on Drake?
Within view of Gecko? Like maybe 200 feet.
You're in your truck.
Yeah.
Right.
I was pulled to the side of the road. I had hazards.
You were by Gecko?
Yeah. I had my 2 gas tanks in the back, but they were empty.
What kind of, how big are those, like 5-gallon gas
Just
tanks?
2 5-gallon ones. They're in the back of the truck if you go over. But there was a nice man who stopped. I pulled out an umbrella, this little umbrella. I was going to walk with the baby carriage and the thing. Like, I couldn't find my phone. I didn't know where it was. But I was going to walk. The plan was, but someone stopped and asked if I needed help. and I gave him $10, and he went and filled the gas can up and brought it back. He was very nice.
Okay, so you weren't near get-go within walking distance, huh?
Well, no. I could see it, is what I'm saying. I was in view.
Okay.
Not like walking distance. Distance. I could see like the corner of the sign.
Okay. So somebody, you gave him $10, he filled them up?
Yeah. And then right after that...
He didn't go with him?
No, I had the baby. I didn't want to get in the stranger's car with the baby.
Okay, so he fills them up.
I figure worst case is he steals my gas tank and $10.
Okay.
Best case is he came back and he seemed like a really nice old guy. He had red Lincoln, and he pulls up and asked if I was okay. But I called my dad right after that and let him know I was on my way to Jeannie's. I got there, she was waiting for me. I was late because I had to stop and get gas and stuff. But
Do you know your dad's phone number?
No, I don't. Not off the top of my head. Why do you need to call him?
No, I'm just... No, but I'm listening. So you called him, you told him you're on your way to Aunt Jeannie's. That's his sister?
No, it's
Mom's sister?
It's like a cousin. We just call her Aunt.
Okay.
Because close family.
Gotcha. Yeah, I do the same thing. Okay, you call him, so you fill up your gas?
Yeah. I stopped at get-go, put gas in, and then I went straight
Oh,
there.
okay, so did you did he fill up both those cans?
No, he only filled up one. He only put $10 in one. There's still gas in it. I stopped and put $6 in. That's all I had.
Right into your car?
Right into my car, just to get me there, and then I kept the gas
Did you
in the
pay
gas
with
tank.
cash?
Yeah. I might have the receipt in the truck. I probably threw it down. I'm really glad to keep the receipt.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I might have it in here.
Did you put that you just filled up? You didn't put the whole gas can in?
No, because the thing's a guzzler. I was afraid I was going to lose gas again. I figured $6 would be able to get me there and back, so I can get more money.
Okay. Okay, and then you go to your aunt's.
Yes.
On Abigail.
On Abigail Lane.
Is anybody home?
Yeah, Jeannie was there.
Okay. Do you know what time you get there now? How long does all this take? You left shortly after 3. What time do you think you got to her house?
Probably 4:30.
That's a long time.
I was stuck there for whatever. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't find my phone. .30ish, probably a little bit before, a little bit after, I'm not sure. I got there, I was talking to her for a while.
Okay, let me just backtrack a little bit.
Right.
What do you mean you couldn't find your phone?
I couldn't find it for the longest time. It fell. If you look at the truck, I don't know if you took a good look. The two seats, the way they come together, they go like this, and then in the center where the seatbelts are, there's a big hole. And when it goes down there, you have to go in the back seat to get it. So my phone slid down there and behind. So when I stopped and got the gas, I had to open the door, reach back there and grab my phone.
Okay. So you get to your aunt's 4:30, give or take. Okay. And what do you do there?
It was raining, so I couldn't cut anything or do anything. So I kind of just talked to her. I cut up some...
What were you supposed to cut?
She wanted me to cut down some shrubs and stuff, and then I wanted to rake all the leaves for her because she's got all these big pine trees and everything behind her. She's got big pine trees and a couple of oak trees.
Okay.
And then I was supposed to also... She wanted me to put up like lighting lanterns or whatever on the side of her house. She wanted me to replace them. She bought 4 new ones to replace the 4 ones she had.
Okay. right. And then do you, how long do you stay there?
I think about an hour, if not more. I can't tell you. And then...
You think you're there for an hour?
Probably a little bit more. I called my dad when I left. If you look at my phone, it'll tell you what time I was leaving. Like the exact time. And then I went from there.
Was that nobody else was there? Just you and her?
Just me and her dog and the baby. I spoke to Anna a couple times on the phone. I spoke to my dad on the phone while I was there, and then I called him after I left as well. And then I texted Anna that I was on my way when I was pulling out of the driveway as well. And then I also texted her here when I got to Applebee's.
Okay, and then from there, where did you go from your aunt's house?
To Applebee's. We went straight to Applebee's. We were all supposed to meet there originally. But Anna told Bruce to go there, and she told me to go there. Because either way, we needed to go get keys from her. Because we couldn't get, well, I couldn't get in the house at least.
What route did you take to Applebee's?
Just straight down. I pulled out of where Abigail is. If you go down the one way and turn left, you go right out on 82. And straight down 82, turn right at the mall entrance.
Which entrance in the mall did you go in?
Coming down 82, the first one by the new crafting store or whatever. There's a crafting store and a new restaurant there. Or newer restaurant there.
Yeah.
Where the old Giant Eagle used to be. I turned right in there and then left, and you're right in the Applebee's parking lot.
What time do you think you get to Applebee's?
I don't know the exact time offhand, but if you guys still have my phone, if you look at it, I sent here when I walked in the door to Anna, because she was supposed to serve us.
And whose idea was it to go to Applebee's?
Anna's, for us to meet there.
Who's us?
Me and Bruce. Because he was at the wreck. I think he was just going to go home afterwards, but she said to everyone go up to Applebee's. She was expecting us to go up there originally.
And who told Bruce to go there?
Anna.
And how did she do that? Did she call him, text him?
I don't know. She probably texted or called him. You'd have to ask her that, or ask him.
Okay. Did you call Bruce at all, or did he call you?
Yeah, we spoke a few times when I was trying to figure out where Mel was. Because I tried to get back in the house to change and take a shower, because I was kind of stinky. We were all trying to get a hold of Mel, so we all crisscross called each other, trying to figure out where she was.
So you guys were calling each other, you and Bruce?
Yeah, I called him a few times. He called me once, saying that he was at the wreck, because I asked where he was. I thought they would be together. But, and then Anna called him a few times. She called me a few times, I think. We were all just calling each other, trying to figure out what's going on.
Any texting between you guys?
Me and Bruce?
Yeah.
I don't. Maybe. I know I texted Anna a whole bunch. I texted Anna and Mel. I might have texted Bruce once.
Okay.
To be honest, our texting is kind of limited. We don't talk that much.
Okay. Okay. And then who gets to Applebee's first? You or
me? I was there probably 30, 45 minutes by myself waiting for him. He said he was at the wreck or something. He said he was at the wreck. He said he was leaving at first. Then he said he was going to hop in the sauna and then take a shower and go in the pool or something. Something along those lines.
Okay. And what do you do while you're waiting for him?
I ordered little quesadilla things and a pop. The baby was sleeping next to me, so I didn't really need to Everything was played on my phone with Facebook and stuff.
Okay. And did you eat that before he got there?
All but one. I was trying not to eat them all.
Okay. Is Anna your server?
Yes.
Okay. And then Bruce arrives 30, 40 minutes after you.
Mm-hmm.
And when you walk in there, do you bring anything in with you?
Diaper bag and the baby carrier. She was sleeping.
Okay. And the clothes that you allowed us to take, was that what you wore into?
That was what I was wearing since I left 3.
Okay.
Left at 3 o'clock. The clothes that I was wearing before then, I pointed out to you at the bottom of the stairs. It was like kind of pajama clothes. They were just sweatpants and a tight t-shirt. You were welcome to take those ones though if you wanted to. They were right at the bottom of the stairs on a cardboard box.
Okay. And you wait for Bruce to get there, and then what kind of conversation? Does Bruce come in with anything?
That little bag he carries around with him.
What color is that?
I think it's green and black. It's like a little duffel bag, like one of those little gym bags. The cheap ones you see at Dollar Tree.
Okay. And he orders food?
He sat down, he asked if I talked to Mel, and I was like, no, have you talked to Mel? We were all trying to figure out what was going on. Anna walked over. We were all talking like, when was the last time we talked to her? When was the last time we do this? He was all pissy that she told him to go to Brew Kettle or whatever. And he's like, I went and bought it. We talked about Kyle for a little bit, because Kyle has accidents. How he's buying underwear or whatever for Kyle. And we told him to go to Walmart to buy those like value packs and everything. And then we ordered food and we kind of sat there. We just talked about odds and ends stuff. And then we were talking about how his tire, I don't know if he told you, someone put 2 nails in his tire. Mm-hmm. Like right next to each other that aren't attached nails, so you know somebody did it. We were talking about it because they were away all weekend and I wasn't paying attention to the cars. But his tire was flat when he came back and the car hadn't moved. So someone like walked up and put the nails in. We were talking about that. He keeps on blaming Mark something. One of their old friends, the guy they call Spaz. I've only met him a handful of times. I don't know his full name. But he thinks it's him with them and all that stuff. And then we were talking about the break-in and the attempted break-in thing and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. We were just talking, like trying to speculate what was going on. We were all blaming a different neighbor and stuff like that. Like everyone thinks, I hate to say it, everyone thinks whatever. Like I think it's the girl next door, Laura, her son. I think it's him. Bruce thinks it's Spaz, and Anna thinks it's the other guy next door.
Okay. And how long are you guys at Applebee's?
I don't know. We were there a little bit.
What's a little bit to you?
I couldn't really tell you because the way... I don't really know. I couldn't tell you. I'm sorry. I couldn't give you... Maybe... I don't think a full hour. Maybe. I was there for a while, actually.
Okay. And do you guys leave Applebee's together?
Yeah. We left... he walked out to the car with me. I had to walk out to the car with me. I poured some more gas in my car. Just because the light turned on again on the way back, because I think it's a gas filter. Poured some gas in my car while I was talking to him, and then put the gas tank in. He drove off before me. I closed up the tank, took the nozzle out, put it all backwards, twisted it, put it in the car. Started the car, drove, came up behind him at the stoplight. Like I saw him turn when I was coming up to the stoplight.
How did you guys exit Applebee's?
I go through them all. I think he went a different way because he wasn't in front of me or behind me. It was just me. When you go past Kohl's, right next to it, I went past Kohl's and to the right on the other entrance and just turned and hugged them all the way to the... I'm sorry, I'm back.
Did you go out the exit by Buca de Beppo?
No, the one after that. The one
Keep
that's
going?
just where you go right. You can get a right turn and you can skip the light, basically. Or you can just turn it right on red. I think that's faster in my head.
Okay, and then driving home, he's not in front of you or behind you?
Oh no, he was in front of me, but I didn't notice it until we turned right on Golden Star.
Okay.
Because when I turned right onto Golden Star, he was turning right down Blazing Star. And there was a lady in front of me, so I stopped. She went, I stopped, turned right. And then when I pulled in the driveway, he was already waiting by the door.
Okay, and then what happened at the front door?
We tried the keys. We talked for a minute he's like, that's her car, she's here. He's like, oh, she's being dumb or whatever. He said like a few other things. You know, he's getting pissed because he thought she blew him off or whatever. And then we tried the one key, it didn't work. We tried the other key, it didn't work. And we're like, well, what the hell are we going to do now? We started knocking, nothing. Like 5 minutes go by. I hit the doorbell like 12 times in a row just to say if someone's sleeping, just to wake them up. And Kyle came and opened the door. And, you know, it seems everything was normal. You know, Kyle opened the door, the lights were all on, nothing seemed out of place, just looking in. I reached in, put the baby to the right like I always do, because the one door doesn't open, so I always put her to the right. And I went back out, grabbed her bag, grabbed my phone, wallet, and I walked in. And then when I was walking back, like about to round the garage, Bruce started screaming about something. I ran in. Kyle picked up the baby and moved her in the living room, the room with the TV, where the couch was, the L couch. He put him in there, so I walked in and ran over to the baby.
So you put the baby right in the foyer right there, to the right, by the stairs?
Yeah, right where the base of the stairs was. And Kyle picked up the baby. He does this all the time. He picks her up and he puts her in the other room, because that's where everyone hangs out. He picked him up, ran in there. I thought something was wrong with the baby, so I ran in.
You went outside to get the diaper bag and do what else?
My keys and wallet. I left them on the seat, because I didn't know if we were going to get in the house. Keys, wallet, and phone were all right on the driver's seat. And I didn't want to leave the baby there because she was awake, so she would have started screaming if we left away.
And then you heard you heard Bruce. What did Bruce scream?
I don't know what he screamed at first. I just kind of heard him yell. So I ran in. I thought something was wrong with the baby. Didn't see her at the door. Was yelling, "Where's the baby? Where's the baby?" Ran into the kitchen, saw her to the right, ran over there, looked at her, nothing was wrong. He was screaming in the kitchen. I thought something was wrong. I turned around and Mel was laying down.
So you went in, you went to the right for the baby? You didn't look?
Well,
Is that what you said?
I looked, but I didn't see. You know, I just looked for the little carrier because I was afraid something was wrong with her.
Where's Bruce standing when you come in the house?
Right above her head, like to the right. Like if this is the pantry door, he was standing like this. I didn't even realize she was there at first.
Did you actually go into the living room?
Yes, I went in the living room. I picked up the carrier and I'm looking at her face. I thought something was wrong. And then I turned around and saw her in there, and then he started screaming, "She's bleeding, she's bleeding, she's bleeding." And I was like, "Call 911, call 911, call 911." And I reached down and I touched her leg to see if, if she was awake. I shook her leg. She didn't move.
So he was standing over Mel?
Yeah, right where her head is. Her head was. And then I shook her leg and she didn't move.
He's yelling, "She's bleeding"?
He's like, "She's bleeding, she's bleeding, she's bleeding." Then he ran past me into the front room and he started digging in his bags looking for his phone. And he yelled, "He can't find his phone, he can't find his phone." And then he ran back over and did something to her. He was touching her or moved her or something. I think he just touched her back and realized she was bleeding from all over her back or whatever. I pulled out my phone and I started calling, and then he yelled, "She isn't breathing." And that's when I grabbed Kyle and walked out. Kyle didn't want to go out. I kind of dragged him out by his neck. I wasn't trying to hurt him, but I just didn't want him in there.
And who called 911?
I did. I think he called as well, but I'm not sure.
Were you outside when you called 911?
Yes, I ran straight out to the truck. It was rain when I was making my way to the truck. Put the baby carrier in. I forced Kyle to sit down. When I was on the phone with 911, I turned on the lights and looked to see if Kyle was bleeding or anything, because the lady asked me.
And Bruce went to his bags to try to find his phone?
He was looking through his bags, and then he came out. He was on the phone. I think he was on the phone with 911. He was yelling into the phone, so I don't know. I was trying to answer the lady's questions. But originally, when I was on the phone, he ran out and was screaming something. He didn't have his phone, but he was screaming at the top of his lungs some, like, bloody murder. You know, I don't know. I was trying to talk to the lady and explain it. I think I couldn't really talk well. I was, like, shaking and everything. But I was trying to explain to her what I saw, and she was asking me if she's alive and breathing, and I was trying to tell her I didn't know. But I was trying to explain it. I was having trouble doing it, to be honest. But he was screaming something, and then he was on the phone with somebody. I think it was 911. And then that's when you guys showed up.
Do you and Mel ever text?
Yeah.
Did you guys text at all that day?
Yes.
And what were those text messages?
I don't know off the top of my head now. I know she talked about her foot. She said she got some shot in her foot, and I didn't understand it at first. And then I texted her about coming to dinner, and then before that she texted me, like that day she texted me, oh, where are the keys, or whatever. I told her where the keys were. She said, just saw this till last night, because she had me take the van after the alarm went off when I was trying to leave in Anna's car, because the van's the one that goes off. If someone has the keys to, that hits the button.
Where's the van at?
Megan was driving it. They did something in the morning while I was asleep and switched cars around when Bruce got a flat tire.
So the red car is actually Megan's?
The red car is normally Megan's, yes. Mel drives the van majority of the time, like very rarely does anybody else. Then Bruce drives the little hybrid, and Anna the blue car, and me whatever car I'm driving.
Okay. Those cameras, did you install the cameras?
Yes, the one in the front.
Where are the cameras?
The one in the back, there's only two.
Okay.
The one in the back has always been in the same spot, right underneath the top of the stairs, the first step. It's drilled up underneath facing the back door, because people were kicking the back door when we bought it, and then they stopped after that. I think they saw the red light. And then the other one was, when I put it in, was in the, you know, I don't know if you saw the corner of the brick-like thing by the bushes. There's a light that doesn't have a light bulb in it. I just put it right in there and ran the plug in so it would look at the cars. But then we moved it when the keys went missing and people were hitting the cars to point it directly at the van on top of that wall.
On top of the arch?
Yeah, that arch wall thing, whatever you want to call it. We put it up there. It's just taped on it, but soon after we did that, they cut the cord on it. Whoever did.
When did it go up on the top of the wall? When was that moved?
There's a police report from when we called them. I don't know the exact date. But we called them out because someone was hitting the alarm button constantly and we didn't want to have the police call on us. But Mel followed a police report, at least someone came out.
When do you think it was?
I couldn't tell you.
Summertime? Months?
It was like last month, I think, if I had to guess. Last month, maybe the month before.
But you moved it, right?
I moved it, yeah.
And it was just taped up there?
Yeah, they wouldn't let me drill it in. So if you look, there's just like clear packing tape on it. That's all they'd let me do to it.
Someone cut the cord?
Someone like walked from that side of the house where the little barbed wire fence is. Not the barbed wire, the iron steel fence is, and just cut the cord because it wasn't on the camera. because the camera was still watching like the pathway as well as the van, because the van parks right in front of the pathway. So we would have saw if someone walked through and cut it and reached over. So they had to come from the other side.
So the one working right now is the one in the back?
Mm-hmm.
And how do you view it on your phone?
Mel's the only person who has the app, or had the app.
Why is that?
I tried downloading it on my old phone, and it wouldn't let me. It said that it was like a dangerous app, and it could lead to leaking of information, so I didn't download it. You know how you get those warnings when you download some apps?
What was the app called?
Fun Lux or Fun Lex, something like that. I don't remember fully. It was so long ago. But it's fun, like F-U-N, Lux or Lex or Lix, something along those lines.
Where'd you buy those at?
I didn't buy them. She did. She ordered them off Amazon, I think.
Okay.
She likes buying stuff off Amazon. Did you find her keys?
Whose?
Linda's.
I don't know. I've been here, so.
If you didn't, there's all the keys have a key fob on them, like that little circle thing with a color. Above the refrigerator, there's a remote. If you hit it, it'll make the keys beep.
Okay.
I just figured that might be helpful.
We talked a little bit at the house. There's weapons in the home.
Yes.
Those are your father's? And
yes.
when did you bring those into the home?
The other day. Yesterday.
On Sunday?
Mm-hmm.
And why did you bring those in?
Because I didn't want to drive around with them in case I got pulled over. That's the only time they were in the house.
Why did he ask you to take them?
We were going. He didn't ask me to take them. We were going to the gun show in that car, the one over in Berea. But he ended up going to the hospital because he has a hand infection. His hand's the size of like a coconut.
And why wouldn't you just put them back in his house?
I never got a chance to stop back over there. You could check them all. None of them have been fired or anything. I don't even think all of them have magazines. I only saw them the one day we pulled them out. But I know there's a few knives in that bag too, I think. I threw my seated two in the top because Moose ate the container for it. The dog's Moose.
Your dad got sick?
Yes.
I'm sorry, where are your mom and dad living in?
Fair Road. What do you need the address?
Yeah, what is it? Okay. And how many guns were... Now, whose book bag is that they were in? It's a backpack?
That's my father's. It's an NRA gun bag.
And how many guns?
There's a revolver, a small car.
Okay, small what?
A small 40 car. 2 9mm. And a 1911 45. That's it. And there's no ammo in that bag at all.
What kind of knives are in there?
Just knives that I found in his car. Just like I think there's like a couple. There's like 2 SOG knives, and then there's a hunting knife in there as well. You can test all of them. Go ahead. As well as you can test the guns. You have my permission with that.
And when's the last time you fired a gun?
I fired a gun? Not in a few weeks. Probably a month or 2. I haven't gone shooting with my father in a while.
2-3 months?
Yeah. I have handled weapons that he has shot, though. Like when he went to the hospital the other day, he has his concealed carry weapon in his car. when we were in the hospital parking lot, I walked out and cleared it for my mother. She doesn't know how to do stuff like that. But he goes to the range pretty often. I'm saying there might be stuff on my hands from that. I don't know how long it stays on or anything like that.
And when did you clear your dad's gun?
Saturday.
And is that gun in that bag?
No. No. That's at my father's house, my mother and father's house. That was a gun I cleared. I took the magazine out, made sure there was nothing in the chamber, left it open, and I set it back in the bag.
What kind of gun is it?
That was a Glock 9mm, I think. Nothing that I would have.
What time on Saturday did you do that?
Early morning, 10, 11.
And where'd you do that at?
The hospital parking lot, in front of my mother. She doesn't know how to do any of that stuff, and I didn't want her driving around with a gun like that. And I do handle guns with my father whenever we do stuff like that. He says to me to sell something, I'll go to him.
Jeff, but you said you're afraid to drive around with those guns. The other ones you took inside, and then why would you not take this one inside as well?
My mother drove his car home.
Okay.
It was in a black bag in his truck. I was driving my Envoy there. I stopped by to see him that day. I went out to the car with him because she was going to give me money for Ellie Cedar Point Pass that day. They went up to Cedar Point. I just cleared the weapon, set it inside the bag, and she took the bag home. I just didn't want her picking up the bag and, setting it down and God forbid something happened.
She took what bag home?
My father's bag. It had his concealed carry weapon in it. I just wanted to clear it just in case she threw it down or something.
But why would she take the other bag home then?
What other bag? I wasn't driving. That was the truck. It was in the back of the truck. So when I went and grabbed the truck that one day, I didn't, later that day, I did not know that that bag was in there until I got home.
You didn't know that the 9mm was in there? You didn't know that?
No, not the NRA bag with all the guns in it.
Right.
Was in the truck. The gun that had a loaded gun in it was in my dad's truck, his SUV. My mom drove the SUV home. I drove Ellie around a little bit more, went home, grabbed the truck, left the Envoy there, the truck that just had the NRA bag in it, and drove to my house. Because I planned to do work at my aunt's, which I ended up not doing that day, and ended up going to do it today. I did not intentionally take those guns. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry if I'm not explaining things well. I'm very tired. Does that make sense, or?
Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit further about it. So let's just back up so I understand this clearly. We'll go slow because you're throwing a lot of cars out there. And so okay. On Saturday,
yes,
you guys are planning on going.
They were going to see. Let me start again. Saturday, Ellie's in the car. I'm going to pick up Ellie. I stop at the hospital to say hi to my dad. I haven't seen him since he's been in the hospital. His truck is in the parking lot. He said that there was a gun in there and that I can go grab some money. My mother walked out there with me. She grabbed the money out of the bag, gave me some money for Ellie's ticket. I cleared the weapon that was in his car so that there was nothing in the chamber or anything like that. He's licensed to carry it. He's a concealed carry weapon.
Okay.
I ejected the magazine.
And your mom takes that?
Yes, and I put it in the back seat of the car, all the way in the back, where you open up the window. I set it down there. She drove off in that car later. She went back up. But I went in my car, drove, picked up Ellie, went to Rite Aid, bought her ticket, and then we went back to the house and they went to Cedar Point. Her sister, my sister, Anna's sister, her, and Sandra, one of their friends.
Mm-hmm. So the last time you physically touched a gun was Saturday, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But I don't know when the last time he fired that weapon was. That's what I was worried about.
Yeah. And since Saturday, have you showered?
Yes. I think I showered that day. I don't know if I showered yesterday, though. I'm sorry to say.
Okay, but you showered?
Yes.
Okay, and do you wash your hands after you use the restroom?
Yes. Am I in trouble?
No, I just...
I'm sorry.
You're asking me, you're worried about it, but, if the last time you touched a gun was 40 hours ago at the least, you've showered, you've washed your hands, so you should have nothing to worry about.
All right. Thank God I was worried. I didn't know how long that stuff stayed on. But was she shot? You said that when I saw her, it looked like she was... I'm sorry.
She was shot and stabbed.
Shot and stabbed?
Jeff, let's go back to when your car breaks down. It's just an awfully long time to be on Drake Road for an hour and a half. And so when you say...
Was I there for an hour? I wasn't there for an hour and a half. I was there less than that. But I was just... You know how when you pull the side of the road a little bit and there's the ditch? I was just outside the ditch. I had my hazard lights on. It was when the pouring rain started. I was just... I could see the corner of the gas station. At the top part of the gas station.
But you're there for an hour. You said you were there for an hour and a half.
That looks bad, I guess.
So, really long time, and then you tell me you can't find your phone.
I didn't have my phone. I didn't know where it was.
So you couldn't find it.
I know, but I'm saying
okay.
I didn't physically have it.
Okay, but you could get it. You just got to go to the back, you said, and grab it.
Yeah, but I didn't know if I left it at the house or what. I was looking, and then when I finally, when the nice man got me some gas, and I got to the gas station, I sat down, looked in the car, looked everywhere, opened the back door, reached back, looked through all that.
How long were you sitting there before that guy came and helped you?
Maybe 20 minutes, 20, 30 minutes.
20, 30 minutes?
Yeah.
And nowhere in that 20, 30 minutes did you want to go see if you left your phone at the house or go to check the car?
I didn't have gas.
No, what I'm asking though is, I said it wrong. In that 20 to 30 minutes, you didn't want to check your car to see if you left the phone at the house?
I looked around, but I didn't want to hop out on Drake and open up both doors with cars.
But even describing those seats, knowing that it drops down there and where it ends up, would be pretty...
I mean, I looked around, I didn't see it. The way... I guess I could have done it better. I was just looking around for the phone. I just didn't see it.
Especially now that you have help, and then you look for your phone. It just seems like an awfully long time to be sitting there on Drake Road. There's a big gap in time.
I don't know. I didn't want to hop out of the car with people zooming by me. And I didn't want to walk out and try and walk to the gas station holding a gas tank and the baby. That's what was my predicament.
I understand not wanting to get out of the car with the baby, even if it's raining, but I think anybody would first look for their phone to see if they call for some help.
Well, I was looking, but like I said, you have to get around the back, and I just...
Didn't feel safe to do that?
I didn't feel safe to do it, and there's a good possibility I left the phone at home is what I was thinking.
But what made you feel safe 20, 30 minutes later?
I pulled up into the get-go. After I got some gas, I pulled up into the get-go.
But you just told me that you found it while he was getting you gas.
Yeah, he got me gas. I pulled up into the get-go. I said I put $6 in the tank. That's when I opened up the car and looked and found the phone.
Okay.
And then I called Jeannie, or I might have texted Jeannie or called Jeannie that I was on the way. I'm sorry if I'm not explaining things right. I'm very tired.
Jeff, how did you get the scratches on your face?
I had a little bumper with the truck. I got tapped. That's from me hitting the steering wheel. You can ask Anna and her mother and her father and whoever else.
When did you get in a car accident?
It wasn't really a car accident, it was just kind of a bump.
Okay. Well, when did you get bumped?
Yesterday. On my way back from helping Dakota Skinger move.
Sorry?
I was helping my buddy move from his house here in Prospect, at the corner of Prospect and Lund. He can account from where I was there. And then on the way back, I got bumped, but just enough to just hit my head. And I've had the scratches since yesterday. You can ask Anna or Bruce about it.
Okay. Would you hit your head on the steering wheel?
Mm-hmm. It was just enough of a bump.
Was there a police report?
No, there was no damage on either of the cars. It's just the seam of the wheel sticks out, and that's what cut me. This side, I don't know what that is. This is what hit me.
Yeah, what is on this side? So you hit a steering wheel that's round, so these are going down. The scratch marks.
I don't think so. It was there last night. It's just from something else. It could be from the Selving unit. But this all was there last night. You can ask Anna, Bruce, all of them. And if you need to, I guess you can test my face. I don't know if that's an actual thing.
So who do you think is capable of doing something like this?
I mean, Bruce gets angry and yells at everybody sometimes, but I don't think he would be able to do that. I don't think Anna would. I don't think anybody would. Anna and Mel recently found out that the guy next door has guns and was flaunting guns around. The one to the left, I don't know his last name, but his name's Ronnie. He said something about it when the break-in happened to the officer. He said he was like, oh, detective. I don't know what he is. Like white hair.
If you're facing the house to the left, or other way? If you're facing the house to the left?
Yeah, house to the left. With the red door.
Mm-hmm.
With the basketball hoop. I don't know how they came about that. They told the detective that came by. He had white hair, kind of short. I don't know his name. I have his card. Actually, look. I do have his card. He told, not this guy, that's the officer. You know what, I might not have his card. There's a picture of his card on my phone, but they told him about it.
Okay.
They seemed pretty concerned about it. You can call Anna and ask her about it if you want.
Okay. The clothes that you're wearing prior to 3, what were they?
Sweatpants and a t-shirt and some socks.
What color?
To sleep in. Gray t-shirt, black sweatpants. I don't know what color the socks were. Probably white or black. Those are the only ones I have.
And why did you change?
Because I was sleeping in those clothes and I didn't want to go out in them. And plus, whenever I sleep in clothes, I kind of sleep in them like 2 or 3 days in a row. Because, you just sleep in them. I don't want to get them dirty by working.
In the process of eliminating, the people that were there on the scene, would you take a polygraph test?
What's that?
A lie detector test.
Sure.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Wait, I'll talk to my mother about it first, but I guess I'd be open to it. Wow. I thought those things don't work.
They're very accurate.
Oh, well. Never mind. I just going off stuff I saw on TV.
Okay. Do you have any involvement in Mel's death? Any knowledge?
No.
Of anybody? No.
Besides being there.
Who do you think would do something like this?
She's nice. She's well liked. She's a teacher. Everybody knows her and loves her.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, we do butt heads every once in a while. Like, we yell at each other about little stuff, but it's like, who doesn't? Basically, their family. If I had to say someone who did it, I would probably say the person that tried to break in the other day. There's a police report about that. Someone tried to open the door while I was there. What do you want, like, I don't know. What? Bruce gets all mad sometimes, like when he drinks, but he wasn't drinking or anything today, I don't think. But that's the only thing I can think of. Like, she's told us a few times if he comes home, like when he's drinking, just to leave or call the cops and stuff. But she hasn't done that in a long time, so I think he's kind of changed a little bit. But I really doubt he would do that. He really loves her. I think he really cares about her. Okay. But everyone, I mean, she's great. I don't know anyone who would hurt her. She's a teacher. People come up to the back door all the time and say,
what seems odd to me is when you heard Bruce screaming. So you said initially you were afraid it's the baby, but one would go, you'd come in, you'd go to the scream, so you're looking for Bruce, number one. And then
I was more concerned with the baby because Kyle's...
Well, you're assuming that you're wondering if it's the baby, and you're going to... Bruce is screaming, so he must see something with the baby.
He just screamed once. He wasn't constantly screaming, if that's what you're trying to say.
So he screamed.
Yes.
You're worried about the baby, so you're going to go to Bruce because you're assuming the baby's by him, right? That's why he'd be screaming.
I was just looking for the carrier. I set her down inside, and when I looked in the door and she wasn't there, I really thought it was about her while he was yelling.
Yeah, it's just hard to believe that you wouldn't see him standing there and see a scene like that. You know, you said you went right to the room, and
I was just looking for the baby, I guess.
You know, because it's not a very big house. So I mean, when you come out of that hallway there, you could see Bruce real easily. You know, so you couldn't pass him up.
I was just looking for the baby. That's all I gotta say, I guess. I wanted to make sure my daughter was safe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it seems really tough to run by that.
I'm not trying to ignore her, if
well,
that's what you're trying to say.
You know, he screamed once, so what did he scream? Like, what was he saying?
I was out, I don't know, it was loud and it was scary. I ran in to see what it was.
Was it high-pitched, like a high-pitched scream, or?
It's like, like real loud. He yelled something, like help, or it's just something short like that.
And that panicked you that much to run in the house and look for the baby?
Well, I just set her down, and Kyle has hit her a few times, so I got scared, yes. When I walked right in, set her down, walked out, heard him yell, walk in, the baby's not there. The first thing I think of was, where's the baby? Why is the baby not there? What's wrong?
So you physically ran? Or did you walk in?
Like, walked really fast. I didn't run. If that's what you're thinking.
And didn't see Bruce?
Well, I looked, and I just was looking for the baby. That's all I wanted to know. Where the baby was. Why the baby wasn't where she was. That's all I was really concerned about.
Well, if I heard somebody yell, if I heard you yell, I'd be looking for you. Even if I thought it was about the baby, I'd be looking for you, assuming that you saw something or, hey, what's wrong? So it's just really odd to me that you don't even see Bruce, and he's the one that yelled, and he wasn't screaming like you said. Like, he just screamed, he just yelled once, like, you know, so that's not really that scary. So you go in, you don't run in, so it's not like you ran in and flew by him. You fast-paced walk, and then you just don't even see him. You just dismiss him and go to the right. You see him, but you don't see the rest.
I was just looking for the baby, I guess. I don't know.
Right, but you see him, but you don't see everything else, and you went to the right. So how do you see him and not look down?
I just wasn't paying attention. I don't know. I was looking for the baby. All I wanted to see was the baby. What was wrong? What was going on?
There's no way, Jeff. There's no way you could see him, see that he's there, and go to the right without seeing Mel. There's no way, especially in a small kitchen like that.
I don't know. I just didn't. I don't know what you want me to say.
Oh, it's just not believable. It's just impossible to walk in that house, to look over and see Bruce, the guy that yelled, and not the, like, what's wrong, and then there's no way you can miss that. I mean, there's no way you can miss that.
I guess. I don't know. All I wanted was the baby. I just wanted her to figure out what was wrong. Reaching in, setting her down, and walking out, and then coming back after you hear someone yell and she's not there, it's kind of scary. I wanted to see where the hell she was, what was going on. Once I figured out where she was, I looked around. Mel was there. Kyle was right next to me. That's when we were talking about the 911. Call 911. He went to his bags. I just didn't register it, I guess. I don't know.
Well, when did you see Mel?
Kind of when I turned around, I noticed she was there.
Turned around from the family room?
Yeah. I reached down, picked up the baby's carcass, looked at it, and I turned around. Kind of like...
Where is the baby carrier?
You know where the second chair was of the thing? It was right on the edge, like nearly in the family room, nearly not in the family room. Nice. Technically in the family room, but not, like still on the tile, kind of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just seems really hard to miss that, you know, especially when you say you saw him, but you don't see her. It's almost impossible.
I'm not looking at the floor. I wasn't really trying to... I don't know.
You can't look in that room without seeing the floor.
I don't know. I don't know. I just wanted to see where Aurora was. That was like my main objective, I guess.
Your Uncle Kevin, he was also shot?
No, he died of shooting.
How did he pass away?
He had like a brain aneurysm or something. This was a while ago.
Who told you he had a brain aneurysm?
One of my aunts or uncles, my dad probably. This was years ago, maybe 2 years ago. They found him dead in his living room or couch, kitchen, something like that. He was just dead. He was sick. He had health problems and stuff like that. I thought he had like a brain aneurysm or something. I didn't think he's been shot. Did I say he was shot?
Mm-hmm. No, you didn't.
Is that what happened to him?
I don't know. You're telling me he had a brain aneurysm.
But you just said he was shot.
Did you go to his funeral?
Yes.
Okay. And then who told you what he passed away from?
Like an aunt or an uncle.
Your Aunt Jeannie?
No, my father told me he had health issues and stuff, but he passed. But there were talk about what happened to him. Everyone said it was a brain aneurysm, or at least that's what I think it was.
Okay.
This was like a year or two ago.
Mm-hmm. The guns downstairs, did anybody else know they were there?
Anna did.
Did she have a problem with the guns being in the home?
No, as long as there's no ammo to shoot. They weren't going to be there long. As soon as I took the truck back, I was going to put them back in the truck and pull it in the driveway.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't plan for them to be there.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely having a hard time with a couple parts of your story, but
what parts are you having a hard time with?
Well, like I said, you know, Drake Road, there's an awful long time to be there. And then it's so difficult for me to understand you looking over and not seeing anything.
Right.
You know. So, is there anything on your phone that I should know that shouldn't be there? Is there going to be anything that I'm not thinking of? No?
I don't think so.
Okay.
What do you mean by shouldn't be there?
Well, I mean, you're telling me there was text messages, normal text message between you and Mel, you and Bruce, Anna. Mm-hmm. Okay.
You'll
it'll be self-explanatory.
You'll see our text fight. If you look, you can see the fight. It washed over. You'll see the apologies the next day as well.
Uh-huh.
He also gave me a physical apology, like he walked up and said, "I'm sorry, I drank too much," and all that.
Uh-huh.
Like, it was resolved the next morning.
And you guys get along for the most part, correct?
Yeah. He was just, he's losing his job. He got a little bit overwhelmed, he said.
Okay.
He drank too much. He insulted me a little bit. But it's water under the bridge. I did drive off to kind of cool down, but that's the only thing I did.
Okay. All right. Let's walk you out.
Do you have any more questions about my story? Or?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. But,
I'm going to go right to the right. Okay, I'm going to close this door just for another reason, just to, there's a lot of foot traffic, so you're not in any trouble, you're free to leave, and we're just here to talk, but there's just too many people here.
it seems colder than it was the other day. And
I'm always cold, that's why I'm wearing this. I came out nothing, but
outside I'm not cold, but in here I'm cold.
Right.
It feels like it's colder.
It does, because so if you walk into the bureau, then it opens up after this hallway, where there's a thermostat to the left. So I'm always cold, so I'll set it for 72.
I thought it was just you, but everybody in that living room was like, damn, it's
I know. So I set it for 72, then someone will walk by and they knock it back down to 65, so it's constant, like back and forth. But I run cold, so I wear a jacket most of the time. But, so real quick, again, not in any trouble, you're free to go. We're just going to talk, go over everything, see if we missed anything. If there's something new, we're looking for help from anybody. So right now we don't have anything that is concrete, is the best way to put it. So when we do, we'll tell you and the family, So.
But the only thing I could really think of was, I know it's probably documented, but the other day the guy just walked by. I don't know his name. Orange shirt, white hair. He just walked out. Is one of the detectives? I don't know his name. Orange shirt, white hair. He's the one who came for the burglary thing.
Oh, yeah.
He did
Detective
Durson.
Durson.
Durson. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
But he did the prints and stuff. I know that's probably documented. And then the officers said he went.
Yeah. Well, when this all came out, he's like, I was just there.
I'm sorry. What?
When this happened, that's what he mentioned. He's I was at the house.
Oh.
For the attempted burglary.
I don't understand. When you had me walk back in the living room, I was kind of. You asked if anything was out of place. People are saying the back.
No, hold on, real quick. So, what is the living room to you? The room that we're all in? Is that the living room to you?
To me, that's the family room.
The
living room is the one with the TV and the sliding glass door.
Okay.
They have it. They call it stuff different. To
Well,
me, the
that's
living room
what
is where the TV is. That's how I was growing
And
up.
what room are we talking about now then? The living room or family room?
The living room, the one with the TV and the glass sliding door.
Yeah.
On the one news report, I don't know, you didn't say anything that night. Was that door open? Because when you asked if anything was out of place, the only thing that I could think of was the door being open.
Yeah, the sliding glass door was partially open. That's obviously something that's not normally like that.
It was
Then
cold outside.
How do you
and it was
guys
raining,
secure it?
There's a yellow bat and a cane that we put there, like a little yellow wiffle ball bat. That's what was in there the day the robbery thing. The guy tried to get in the house when he was pushing the door. But they put the cane there because with the bat there's like this much wiggle room where you could stick your hand in. But with the cane you can extend it.
So you guys switch from the bat to the cane?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I still, I put the cane up in the middle of the door, and I just put the wiffle ball bat at the bottom just to be...
Double lock.
Yeah. Because Anna got locked out a while ago. She walked out. That door's old, so if she slams it, and when you slam it, the lock will click, and it'll get locked out. But the garage door was locked, so she walked in and grabbed like a shovel and broke the whole lock off. That's why we started putting everything in there.
Okay.
And there's a new sliding glass door in the thing. We just haven't replaced it yet, like put it in.
Yeah.
But Anna broke the lock a while ago because she got locked out and she couldn't get a hold of me or anybody to let her in.
Mm-hmm. And you just talked about, you mentioned the attempted break-in at that door. Tell me about that. So.
I was in the kitchen doing dishes because I made a big mess feeding the baby.
Okay.
I forget what I fed her, but it was something that I had to give her a bath and do dishes.
That's okay. That happens.
And they were in there. The big dog, the big black dog, I don't know if you met him, he's Joey, big black. He was laying next to the door, to the left of the glass door. Okay. And the cats, they jump on the door when they want to be let in. They jump on this glass door and it kind of wiggles a little bit, like, it makes a noise.
Yeah. They're outside.
So they're outside half the time and inside. So I just thought it was the cats. And then, it made a big noise and the dog ran over and started barking like crazy. And when I rounded that banister thing, I saw the guy's hand. And I realized someone was trying to get in. But Moose, the little dog, wedged himself in the door. By the time I got it open, that person was sprinting.
Okay. All right. Let me back up there. Joey's laying by the door.
Yeah, he didn't even wake up. He's useless.
Oh, he's old.
Yeah. Right.
And then Joey didn't bark. Moose did.
Yeah, Joey was like passed out.
Okay. Where did Moose come from? Where was he?
He follows me around constantly. He was in the kitchen.
He was with you. Okay.
And the baby was sitting there with her bottle.
So Moose starts barking.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you went to the door.
And I saw the person's hand. That's it. And it's just a white, hairy hand. That's it.
When you say is the hand outside pulling on the door, or is
it was inside, like they were reaching for a lock or something. Like can I use your clipboard?
Yeah.
Like if this is the door here, and that's like the top of the silver lock on the sliding door, it was like this, and he was pushing it. Like, I don't know if he thought he could reach in and flip a lock or something. That's all in the report from the other day. In the office.
And what time did it happen? Do you remember? I've heard about this. I haven't read the report, though.
It's whenever it was right after I called it. It was right before I called, literally.
Like, you called instantaneously, like within a minute?
Yeah, within a minute. Right after when I saw him going across the field, that's right when I called. Like, I walked back in and grabbed my phone and called. Like, I wouldn't be able to tell you the exact time off the top of my head.
So I know he's white. Did you get a look at him? How old is he? Or what do he look like?
I just saw his hands, and then I saw what he's wearing.
What is he wearing?
You know I don't know what they're called, like the pants where you go running in with like the stripes inside. That lets, I guess, yeah. But the stuff that lets air go through. Is there a word for that?
Like is there a mesh on the side?
Mesh. Like where the little holes are.
Yeah.
He had those on with the white stripes on the side, like black with white stripes. And
so mesh sweatpants?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what they would be called.
Yeah, but I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I mean, sweatpants, but I know what you mean. It's little holes.
Like little holes with two white lines of black, and then you had a blue Hollister hoodie. It said Hollister, and some numbers on it.
The sweatpants were what color?
Black, and then white stripes. And it's Hollister, and then it was blue. And then it had numbers and other stuff written on it, but all I saw was Hollister on it. Like an arch Hollister.
Blue. Blue Hollister hoodie?
Yes.
What about facial hair?
I saw the back of him in his hand.
Do you have a hat on?
His
The hoodie was up?
I don't know if he had a hat on.
Did you see any hair hanging down?
No. I saw elbows and ass basically when he saw him across.
What about shoes?
I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
That's the only thing that I.
But you don't remember any facial hair? I
just saw his hand, and then Moose was in the door by the time I got the door open.
So Moose got. So that thing's opened by the bat. You're saying
like as much as the bat would let it open.
Right. How many?
I don't know exactly.
Like 6, 8 inches.
Enough for Moose to get wedged in the door because he pushed it. Whatever how much that is.
So Moose is protective.
He's very protective. That's why I was worried he would bite you guys if you went downstairs. I tried to warn the people.
So Moose is trying to get out. Are you holding Moose back?
No, he got stuck in the door.
Oh, you really got stuck.
He got stuck. I had to push the door like at an angle. the guy pushing on it, put it at an angle, and then we let go. He got stuck like right here.
What did he do when Moose came to the door?
He moved. He went to the right, and he dragged. There was a, like the metal dog leashes, the really long ones. You hook them to like a tree or whatever. They're just hooked up to the bottom steps. Well, Moose, he's an idiot, and he runs in between the chairs and the table, and then he'll run and drag them all.
Yeah.
Well, I think he got stuck because I heard a loud noise, like right when I tried to open the door, and all the chairs were pulled down the steps.
Right. But Moose isn't on the leash.
No, he wasn't. He was on earlier that day, though.
Oh, so he knocked all the chairs down earlier, you're saying?
No, he didn't knock all the chairs down. I think the guy dragged them down when he ran. I could be wrong, though. Could have been like that. It just sounded loud. I wrote that.
You heard a loud noise like the furniture's getting knocked over? Like is he knocking into it?
I think he pulled it, like he got his foot stuck and he pulled it down.
Oh.
Like, I'm trying.
But it was loud?
It was loud. It sounded like just a chair falling over or whatever. But when we looked out there, the chair was like knocked over and around the side. Like he pulled it. It looked like it. It could have been. I could be wrong. Or, I'm not trying to do your job.
No, I'm just listening. This is all in that report?
Yeah, or whatever. I told the guy, whatever, I forget his name already. Durson. I told him all about it.
Okay.
I didn't actually.
And then did he run across the field? Did he run in the backyard?
He ran straight back, and if you look from the glass window, there's like a shed directly behind, and then to the right there's like a little thicket. He went straight to the shed, like in between the shed and the thicket, and then when he got like even like big bushes, and there's like a little forest kind of thing. I don't know, it wouldn't be called a forest, but there's like bushes and stuff where it sticks out, and then you could run around it, and that goes wherever. I've never actually been over there, but it's like bushes where it's just enough to block the view. And right when he got in between that, he ran to the right and then left.
What do you mean, to the right and around?
Can I draw something on this? Or?
Yeah.
Here. Like the shed is like here, and then there's like a thicket or something like, that goes out like this. I don't know if there's trees or something behind it. But if this is the house, like the porch and the house, he went out. He went like right in between, and then when he got like up here, he went like that.
And then you lost him.
And then I lost him.
Gotcha.
I don't know.
All right, that makes sense. I'm sorry, I thought you meant he ran through there, or you said right to the left and through the
No, they're like close.
Okay.
But I'm not like a fast person, you could say. So I'm not going to chase someone who can make it across that field before I can even get inside.
Okay.
I would have been able to catch him or anything like that.
So other than that, and I know
there's another instance before then where two people were at the bottom door.
Yeah. And they try to get in, pull in.
They pulled the door when I went to Moose. This is when he was really little, like when we just got him. And he was like at the door, making noise. I didn't know what it was. I thought he had to go to the potty, and he's finally being a good dog and had to go to the potty. So I opened the door, and there's a curtain downstairs that goes like this high to the door. Not like this high, like, like waist height, so you can't see. Like this, I just reached through underneath the curtain, hit unlock, and then they pulled it. But there's a thing down there we put in the door too, so I went like that, and then I went like this, and I was like, what the hell? And there's two people there, and I just slammed it, locked it, and I went upstairs, woke everybody up, and walked out the back door on the deck. But by the time we got out there and someone came out, they weren't there. And that was a police report we filed as well.
Okay.
Or at least called the police.
They came out to the house.
Yeah, they were looking in the field and everything.
So you just pulled back the curtain.
Yeah, because I didn't know why the door opened. I was like half asleep as well, so. And I'm not going to open the door to like two people when it's just me and the dog down there.
Right.
Especially when he was so little. If he was a big dog, yeah, maybe.
Maybe now.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else? I know there's another one and down in the basement. We talked about that where they're kicking. I think it was.
I think those were just kids, though. I mean, there was a few instances of that, but like, you know, it never got past. You know, they kicked the door. I saw the one kid was blonde, the one that when we actually realized what it was. But that was really long ago. That was when the baby was still, before she even got to like her crib, like the little bassinet. She was really small then. So maybe like a month or two.
How old were these two guys? White guys? Or
big. You know, one had facial hair, the other one was too far back, I couldn't see, but the one with the facial hair was white, and he had like the stubbles. Decent stubble. But he was tall, really, really tall. They were both really tall. That's all I can tell you about it.
Okay.
I'm sure I gave them a description or anything.
Yeah,
that was pretty long ago.
We're obviously aware of these, and I just looked at the police report because I haven't read them yet. You know, so I just wanted to touch on it why it came up. Let's just go to the day of again and see if anything stands out. Just start from the beginning. You know, I
woke up.
I know you woke up and.
I woke up when Anna went to work. And came upstairs.
What time did you wake up?
She went to work, I think, at she was leaving the house. She wanted to leave the house at 10:30. She probably left a little bit longer because I am hard to get up sometimes. So probably I'd have to say 10:30, 10:45, something like that.
Yeah. That's when you woke up?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got upstairs and then she left. And then
what time did Anna leave? 10:45?
Probably around this.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you exactly. I'm not good with exact
That's
time.
right. No, I don't. You know, if you don't know, just tell me you don't know, and you know, just approximate. I'm just looking for approximate times. And who else is home with you?
Just baby, me, dogs, and cats.
Okay.
And her lunch, she had mac and cheese and ham, like a little ham roll. We
fed Aurora?
Yeah.
Lunch, okay.
I had some mac and cheese. I had a sub from the night before, but I ate the rest of with the mac and cheese.
Okay.
Got some drinks from downstairs, brought them up.
What time did you guys eat lunch? Right away, or what time?
Right when I woke up. I was hungry. That would just be lunch for her, but that basically would be breakfast for me.
Okay, so about 11 o'clock eat lunch, normal time?
Yeah.
Okay.
After that, just turned on some Barney. I lay down on the couch and I watched Barney with her. Yeah. That's what we do all the time.
Yeah.
Watched Barney and some other little show with cats and dogs being police officers or something like that on Netflix. I don't know.
Patrol?
It does the autoplay after a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
I couldn't. They were green and blue Dalmatian, if that helps. I don't know if you would know.
Yeah, I don't know. I've heard of Paw Patrol. So you guys watch cartoons and...
She loves watching that stuff, and she'll sit down on my lap and watch it. She sings along, and they're educational, so
yeah.
She played with... I pulled out her seesaw, her push thing, and... what else was there? There were a few other toys, like her Barney dolls, her kitchen set. I pulled out her box of kitchen set stuff, the metal stuff.
She's playing and watching TV.
Yeah. And then Mel came home. I couldn't tell you the exact time she came home. I was kind of just chilling on the couch, playing on my phone, watching her play.
Do you remember exactly, not exactly, but kind of an estimate?
Maybe an hour after that, maybe an hour and a half.
Maybe so 12, 12:30?
12, 12:30, maybe around there.
Okay.
She came home. She said they paid for the wedding because I couldn't get all the money together.
Who's they? Mel
and Bruce or Mel. I don't know exactly who. I wasn't there. I couldn't get all the money together at the time.
Okay.
It was a big stressful thing leading up to that.
What happened? What were you supposed to pay part of it?
I wanted to pay all of it. I didn't have all the money. Couldn't get all the money.
How much was the wedding?
I think it was like $6,300, $6,400. There's paperwork at the house. I can go get it if you want.
Okay. All right, and you were supposed to pay. You wanted to pay for all of it. You paid part of it.
I wanted to pay for all of it.
What happened with that? What do you mean you wanted? What?
I just wanted to pay for all of it. They offered to a few times, but I didn't want to do it because that's just the whole thing. You know, you owe people money. And
But why? So what happened that you weren't able to? You said stressful things.
Well, I didn't have enough in my savings account straight off the bat.
Yeah.
So I was going to go cancel my IRA just to pull it out and then pay the tax at the end of the year. Since I'm currently unemployed and everything.
So you consider pulling your IRA, huh?
Yeah, and that's what the plan was going to be, but I didn't make it there in time. So I asked,
What do you mean?
I didn't get to the place and schedule an appointment in time. I called once and asked what would the repercussions of it would be and everything.
Yeah, penalties.
Yeah, and they just
How
told me
much
the
do you
tax
have in your
amount.
IRA?
$5,000.
Okay.
Not that much. Not as much as I should, basically.
So you decided not to do the IRA?
No, I was going to. I was going to do it and then just pay the tax later on because I figure I'll have a job before then.
So you're going to, but did you miss some deadline or it just ran too close to the wedding?
Ran too close to the time.
To the wedding?
I helped Dakota move and everything. Did I give you his number? You have my phone, don't you?
Yeah, I have your phone, yeah.
His number's in there. You can call him about it.
I don't know who Dakota is.
Dakota Skinger. He's one of our friends. I helped him move.
What am I calling him for, or did you call him?
If you need to.
About what? I'm not sure.
I helped him move before then. I helped him move right after there, and then while they were paying with it, I was with him moving, and then I got home around 8-ish.
Okay.
And that's when I got bumped and got this on the way to his house. He has a house, when you go to the industrial park.
Hold on. I'm having a tough time keeping up.
I'm sorry, I talk too much.
That's okay. No, I'm listening, but just trying to. You're gonna do it, but I got too close to the wedding.
No, so I just didn't get there in time. They closed at like 2:30, 3 o'clock.
What day are you talking about? Are you talking about Monday?
No, Sunday, the day before that. The day before she was killed.
Okay. Yeah, no, you lost me because you jumped from one.
I'm sorry.
I'm just trying to establish a timeline, and then you jump back to Sunday. So, I mean, you're going to pull your IRA on Sunday?
Yes.
And then they closed?
They weren't open that day, I believe. So I was trying to figure it out how to do it. I was going to ask my mom to get the money out, and then we pay her back tomorrow.
Where is it?
It's just at Scottrade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to, but close on Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you got an accident on Sunday, is what you're saying?
I just got a little bump between going to my house, not my house, I'm sorry, Dakota's house on Prospect. I don't know the exact address, but you know the light.
What's Dakota's last name again?
Skinger. I couldn't even tell you how to spell it. I think it's Skinger.
Okay, he's a friend of yours.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got an accident coming from his house?
Going from his old residence to his current residence. He's living with his girlfriend or girlfriend's family. I don't know the whole situation with him, but
Going from his old one to his new one.
yeah, I don't know. There was another man there. I think it might have been her dad or something, helping move him. Like there were 2 pickup trucks. I had the one pickup truck and he had the other one. So we filled stuff in the trucks, and then we head over. He lives right over in North Royalton off of Bembao
And where did you get in an accident then?
off of Route. Do you need to? Okay.
Bruce, is he allowed to leave or no?
Oh yeah, I thought he left already.
No,
He's out in the lobby. Oh, he back?
He should stay or go.
No, he can go. Yeah, sorry, I thought he
Oh,
left.
no, sorry.
He did leave, I thought.
Yeah.
But Laura was the only person there.
Okay, and so where exactly did you get in the accident at?
Route Road, there's like a railroad tracks where it goes up and then down. Right past that, the guy was trailing me. And there's
What
a stop.
city was that in? So his
I
old
think that's
residence is
North
where?
Royalton.
Where's his old residence?
I don't know the exact address, but if you go down Prospect, you know how there's one going to the high school?
Yeah.
And then the second line going to the industrial?
Yeah.
That driveway, right when you hit the light to the left.
Right,
Is
so
his
this is
house.
Strongsville.
Yeah, right in Strongsville. I just don't know the exact address, otherwise I'd give it to you.
Okay. And so on Root Road,
I just got bumped in the back of the truck, just barely.
you don't know the cross the intersection, Root Road and...
No.
Okay, Root Road by railroad tracks?
Yeah, right over the railroad tracks, and then right after that, the guy came over and gave me a good little bump when I was trying to slow down. And he got out. He was very nice. He, like I said, I had got a hit and run not too long ago. I think I might actually have the card from that in my wallet right here.
Did you make a, Jeff, did you make a police report for that?
No, I did not.
You don't know what city you're in? You're on Root Road right there?
I think that would be North Roads. I could be wrong.
No, not Root Road. North Ridgeville?
North Ridgeville, yeah. I think maybe.
Royalton's right here. You'd have been going up 82.
I went up 82 and then to the right on Route or whatever. I don't know what city, but the guy was...
Royalton's the opposite way, so you're going the other way and then hanging out right on Route. Took 82 to Route, probably what you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know what city that would be. That's too complicated for me.
Yeah, that's all right.
But there's no damage to the truck from the looks of it.
So you just had a... but, I mean, he had to hit you decently for you to hit your forehead.
Just barely, though. It wasn't like anything bad.
Okay.
I mean, he hit me decent, I guess.
But you...
But looking back at the truck, there was no damage, and he didn't... He's like, I don't want to get insurance fault. It was just,
Okay, so no police report.
No.
Okay.
It wasn't like, it wasn't a big thing, and I didn't want insurance.
You don't have to. Yeah, no, I'm not saying anything wrong.
Just a little bump. It wasn't a big thing.
Would you say just barely hit your head?
Just barely.
Okay. No, your truck have airbags? Any airbags go off?
The airbags are off on it.
So they didn't go off?
No.
Did you turn them off?
They've been off for a very long time.
Okay.
If you look in the truck, there's a button on the top.
Yeah.
You just turn them off.
Yeah. Well, and then if you're driving around the Aurora, you can't have them on any of them.
Yeah.
So.
Because the car seat can't fit in the back seat. That's why it's in the front seat.
Okay.
Like our whole thing, there's no room for it in the back seat. Because when you put it in it, it like sits up at an angle like this for her to even put the whole seat in there.
Okay.
So she has to sit in the passenger seat.
Gotcha. All right. So that's Sunday. Let's go back to...
Where was I on that day? I'm sorry.
You said Mel came home at 12:30, approximately, and...
We were gonna all meet for lunch. No, not lunch, dinner. And we were going to go to Applebee's, and then we were all meeting there.
Who's all?
Me, Mel, Bruce, Anna's going to be serving us, Kyle's going to be there. And then she asked if my mom could be there, because I talked about trying to get them all together.
Did you say Megan?
No, Megan, I think Megan was at school.
Was she?
Yeah,
Bruce,
she
Kyle, Mel, Bruce.
She was there the night before for a bit, but I only talked to her for a minute. Pretty sure she left that early.
And your mom?
I was going to try and get my mom over there, yes.
And are you telling me this is a conversation you're having while Mel's home?
No, this was all stuff we talked about the night before, but then she said she didn't want to do it. She had other stuff to do. And then she said she was going to the doctor for something with her foot.
When did Mel cancel on you?
Right when she walked in the door, she's like, hey, I have other stuff to do today. We're not going to dinner. And I was like, okay.
Okay.
Whatever.
And you let your mom know?
No. I was going to surprise my mom and pick her up. Because it's hard to get a hold of her with stuff.
Surprise, what do you mean? Mel canceled, so you're still going to go to dinner with her?
I was going to go to dinner either way to see Anna with the baby.
With your mom?
No, with the baby. I wasn't even going to pick up my mom if she's not going, my Mel's.
Yeah, but that's why I asked you, did you call your mom and tell her that we're not meeting? And you said, no, I'm going to surprise
I was going to surprise my mother with the whole thing. She gets home right at like 5:30. I was going to go over there, pick her up, and then come back. But since you canceled, I didn't even need.
Okay, so your mom doesn't know about this meeting?
No. I mean, she might have, unless I messaged it on the phone. Is that a problem, or...?
No, Jeff, no,
I'm sorry.
You're just trying to be on the same page with you. You know, when you said you're going to meet and your mom, and then you said no, canceled. I understand that. And then I asked, did you tell your mom that it was canceled? Then you just wanted to know I was going to surprise her.
No, I was going to
So
surprise
she doesn't
my
know
mother.
about the dinner.
No, but I did ask her for money. I didn't tell her about the dinner because I wanted them to get together. Because every time I try to get them together, one party or the other party either has stuff to do.
Okay, so you're going to show up there to get money from her and then say, hey, we're going to dinner?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And are you borrowing money for the wedding?
Mm-hmm. I was going to borrow a little bit of money from my mother, yes.
How much did you need to borrow from her?
$1,600, but it was never confirmed with her.
And where's that number, 16, and then is that what you were going to give Mel and Bruce?
Yeah, I was good. With the IRA, cancel the
Oh,
IRA,
and
then
with the IRA?
$1,600, yes. That would more than pay for the wedding. Because I paid for some of the down payments, she paid for some of them, and then, it was kind of like half and half kind of deal.
Okay.
I'm sorry if I'm being
That's all right.
confusing.
No.
It makes sense in my head the way I'm saying it. But
Yeah, I'm on the same page now. Okay, so she didn't know about it. Okay, so is she expecting you to come over and borrow this money? That she knew that part?
Mhm.
Okay.
And she was also expecting me to drop the truck off as well. Because I was going to go get the LeSabre. I have a beautiful LeSabre that I normally drive. It's under my mother's name, but this is what my main vehicle is what I got from.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I told you about that last night. Or not last night, whenever it was last year.
Yeah. Okay. So okay. We're on the same page. Your mom doesn't know about it, but you're going to go there.
She doesn't know about the dinner, but
The
she
dinner,
knows what's
but
going
you're
on.
going to come over. Did you have a time did you tell her just after her work, or did you guys set up a time?
Just after her work when she
Okay.
gets home, which is normally 5:30. This is when we were going to dinner.
Okay. And then that obviously,
Did not go.
yeah. So Mel canceled. She's got doctors.
She said something about her foot. I forget what it was. She explained it more in the text message.
Okay.
But you have those.
Okay. So the dinner plans go out down the tubes.
Mm-hmm.
So Mel comes home, and then you guys, just you, the baby, and Mel.
Mm-hmm.
And then, do you leave first? Does Mel leave first, or?
She goes to the doctor for her foot.
And what time does she leave at?
Not long after she got there, maybe 30 minutes. She said that to me, and she went upstairs and she changed. She was wearing a pink shirt, and then she changed into a green shirt. I don't know if she changed pants or anything like that. I just remember the difference of color. And then,
Okay. Okay, so she leaves, just say 1 o'clock?
I'd probably say that, yeah. Probably, yeah. I would have to say around that time. I can't, I mean,
That's
when
all
I'm
right.
out in the house, I don't really worry about times and
I
stuff
understand.
like that.
I mean, we just know it shortly after. She wasn't home a long time.
I know it's bad that, you need
It's not
exact
bad.
times, but I can't.
No, don't get the wrong impression, Jeff. I'm not looking for exact times. When you say it was a short time later, and I don't know what short time is to you, but you say about 30 minutes. I understand that. And that's if you don't. I'm not looking down to the minute.
I'm just apologizing. I don't know, I sometimes get preoccupied, I guess.
No, you're a little more focused than
Bruce, he's a little crazy right now.
Bruce has a lot on his mind, and so he'll listen a lot. Okay, so she left, and then what time do you leave?
Kyle got home at 2:58, something like that. A little bit before 3 when he's supposed to. At least one on paper when he's supposed to. They're
Yeah.
always very early.
Yep.
There's not many special needs kids, and that's the only people that ride the bus.
Yeah.
So sometimes they're really early, sometimes they're not as early. It all depends on the day.
I understand.
And
And
then I walked out. He was there. They were already there. They pulled up and opened the door, so I was probably maybe a minute too late.
Yeah.
He ran in. It took him a minute to get him inside. It was raining, and I guess he was having fun kicking puddles or whatever. He liked to run around the driveway. got him inside, he ran straight up, and then...
What do you mean he went straight up?
He goes straight upstairs.
What does he do up there?
He just kind of does his own thing, you know? He listens to his iPad, kind of, not to be rude or anything, but he does touch his genital area a lot.
Okay.
And he goes up there and does, like, lays down on the
He
bed.
always does that, huh?
Yeah, I don't think he knows that's bad or anything.
No, I don't.
But he normally runs straight upstairs and goes to sleep. Sometimes, if he's awake or hungry, he'll come downstairs and, you know, rub his tummy or tell, I don't know sign language and all that.
You know him.
I know thank you, and I know if he rubs his tummy, he's hungry.
Okay.
But,
And then, is Mel home yet when Kyle comes home?
oh yeah, she pulls in right a little bit after the bus goes away. Like she was pulling in when I walked back in, grabbed the bag and the baby, and she walked in the door when I was walking out the door,
A few
basically.
minutes. Okay. She was home a few minutes after the bus?
Yeah.
Okay. And you left right away?
I left literally, as soon as I got the bag and the baby in the car.
Okay. Gotcha. And then what happens? Where do you go?
I'm driving to Jeannie's. I was talking to Jeannie on the phone and texting her about stuff earlier that day. But I was going to go head over there. I was going to replace lights and everything, but it was raining, so I wasn't like entirely sure what I was going to do. I was at least going to get the rundown for another day of what I will do.
Okay.
She wanted me to rake up leaves. She's got some big trees in her backyard and
Sure.
everything. I gave you her full name and everything the other night. I've been doing stuff like that. Me and my father have been helping her out ever since her husband died last year or the year before.
Now she's a friend, but you call her aunt and uncle, right?
No, she's
She really is?
she's like a cousin, like a second cousin
Okay.
or something like that.
But you call her aunt.
Yeah, like related, but we call her aunt.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
technically she's my father's cousin.
Yeah.
And to me, I don't know what that would be.
She's
but-
older, so we call her aunt. Yeah.
Yeah.
It do the same thing. And then what route do you take to get to Jeannie's? Where is Jeannie lives on Abigail?
Abigail Lane, right off of 82.
Yeah.
I don't know the actual streets, but when you go down, there's
I think
streets
that's
from
Crystal Creek where you cut in there to get to her house.
Yeah.
I'm not honestly the best with the streets in Strongsville, but
I'm terrible with names and times and like that. But
Yeah.
I tried to call up here. It took me forever to even find your extension and everything.
Oh, that's all right. And so what route do you take to get there again?
Just straight down Blazing Star, left on Golden, left on Howe, left on Drake. Straight down Drake. The car was being sluggish the whole way down Drake. It's an old truck. It's broken down a few times. I just figured something was going wrong with it, but it stops. Luckily, I kind of got over a little bit.
Yeah, you pulled over.
Yeah, I got over a little bit. I could see the gas
Are
station.
you in the road at all, or did you get all the way over?
I was in the road. Well, I can't get all the way over, like in the tree lawn or anything, because there's those ditches.
Did the truck stop on you before you get all the way over, or there's not enough room?
There wasn't enough room to get like all the way over. I was gonna try and pull in a street or something, but I
So
kind of just
the
stopped.
truck dies.
Yeah. It's a
So
gas
part of your
station.
truck's actually in the street.
Yeah, I was in the street. Most of it was. I had a little bit over it, like on the gravel part of the thing. But cars were trying to get past me and everything. It was raining. I did not know where my phone was. I didn't know if I left it or, like I said, I don't know if you even looked in the truck, but there's that, you sit here, there's that big hole where the seatbelt goes and it falls down there, and when it falls down there, it slides back. So I was reaching and I couldn't find it.
I haven't, but I mean, I know what you're talking about when things fall and they...
I looked in the car a whole bunch, but, finally started contemplating, what I got to do.
Did you you couldn't find your phone? Did you remember taking it with you from the house, or?
I normally don't walk outside without it, the wallet and keys.
Uh-huh.
But, sometimes I do, if I don't know where it is, I throw a diaper bag, I throw, as long as I know where it is in my head and I have access to it, it's okay.
Okay. So you break down and you're not sure where your phone's at.
I wasn't sure. I was looking in the car, trying to get a hold of someone. I was going to call Jeannie, because she was like the only one that could help, basically.
Yeah.
And then I was going to call my dad. The plan was I was going to go to Jeannie's and go see my dad, but it never got that way, because I was so late to get to Jeannie's. I finally did get to Jeannie's and trying to figure out where Mel was and everything.
Now, when we talked, you said a good Samaritan came by?
Yes.
Okay.
Older man.
How long were you there till he came? Because, I mean, now it's just you go after 3.
Not too long.
How long did you have to wait?
Maybe 30 minutes, like around that, until he came. You know, I was...
Who came to you? Who was it? What it was?
Just an older man who asked if I needed help, and I said yes, I needed help. An old guy, he had a red Buick.
Red Buick?
Yeah.
Okay. And so who did you pull behind you?
He pulled right behind me. You know, I had hazards on and everything.
Okay.
He walked up to the window.
Okay.
And I just opened the door and talked to him.
All right. Then would you?
I said I ran out of gas. I didn't even realize, you know. He talked to me for a second. He asked if he could go fill up the tanks and everything because he saw I had the baby.
Okay.
And I gave him $10 to put in there. Gave him one of the tanks. I figured the worst case is he's going to steal, you know, my $10 in tank, and that'll be the end of it. Whatever. He came back, thank God, and just handed me the tank.
Are the tanks, are they the same? Are they the same? What do they look like?
5-gallon tanks. You know, like you go to the gas
Are they
station.
the exact same tanks? So you took one of them?
No, they're not the exact same model, like the exact same kind, if that's what you're talking about. They're the same carry, like they hold the same mount.
Okay.
One is...
Do you know which one you took?
Yeah, the one with the yellow nozzle, the all red one.
Oh, it's red.
Yeah, they're both red, but there's one with a yellow nozzle and a black top, and then there's another one with a black and red nozzle and a black top. And the other one's like more square.
Okay. And how long does it take him to get there and get back?
Not too long. Like,
I remember you saying you could see Gecko.
I could see the corner of the sign, so I was thinking, like in my head, you know, if I have to stay here too much longer, if I can't find the phone, I'll go get an umbrella out of the back of the car and, you know, hold the baby like this and hold the can like this and just walk and then walk back. That's what I was trying to think, but with cars going around me and, you know, it raining like that and the baby getting upset that she wasn't moving.
Yeah.
It was just all kind of like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I wasn't thinking that well, I guess.
And how long did it take him to get back?
I honestly couldn't tell you. I was more relieved that someone actually stopped.
I mean, it wasn't long, though.
No, it was not long.
Okay. All right.
And then that was like nearly all the cash I had on me. I think I had like a five, and then I reached in the cup holder and grabbed some change. And then Anna's one friend, Daryl, was at the counter.
You had a $5 bill on you?
Yeah.
Okay.
After that, I gave him 10. I don't know if he, you know, put it all in, but whatever. I didn't care.
And then, so after do you fill up the gas, or does he fill up your gas for you?
He put it in the tank.
Oh, he did? Okay.
Yeah. He poured it. I told him not to pour all of it in because I was going to go up to the thing. He was very nice. You know, old man wearing tweed, glasses, little floppy hat, like the golf hat.
Okay.
He seemed nice.
What did you say before the golf hat?
You know, like, you know, you look on the golf shows and they got I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, like a fedora?
Not a fedora, but like, you know, the flat version of a fedora where it like doesn't cover your ears. It's just like the hair. It's basically, you know, holds your hair up or whatever.
Yeah.
No, I'm not trying to be undescriptive or anything.
No,
You look like a professor almost, like, you know,
yeah.
like, you know how you imagine a college professor in your head.
Okay. So you had to find some change and you go fill up.
I pulled in to one of the pumps on the left, and I couldn't say which one. Walked in, her friend Daryl there. I kind of know him, not really. I met him a few times during high school. I said hi to him, gave him money.
Oh, he works there?
Yeah, he works at the Gecko.
Yeah.
She always goes up there and...
That's Anna's friend?
Yeah, and she always buys, like, Mike's Hard Lemonade from him and everything.
So he actually served you? Or...
Yeah.
Yeah. Ran you out?
Yeah, ran me out, or at least. I don't know. Okay. We don't know each other, but, you know, we recognize each other, and he said, hi, Jeff. He knows my name and stuff. We're not friends, but...
But you know just your name and who you are?
Yeah.
Okay. So you get $5 in gas.
It's like, yeah, it was like $6 and like a quarter or two.
And you said you told the guy not to put all the gas in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because I had a little bit of cash on me, and I figured I didn't know how much I would be driving around.
Okay.
I just wanted enough to get to the gas station, put 2 gallons in, you know. Should get me to Jeannie's and back at that point.
Yep. All right. And then you go to Jeannie's, and you go up.
And then I got my phone out of the bag first.
While you're at the...
While I was at the gas station, yes.
Okay.
Because I wanted to figure out if I needed to go back to the house or not.
All right, and you went out of Drake and then up Pearl?
Not up Pearl, I went down Prospect. I hate going down Pearl. I always get stuck at all the lights and the traffic.
Okay, to Prospect, and then to where?
Down to 82, all the way up and then right on whatever that street is, and then right on Abigail, and then left into her driveway.
Drake, Prospect 82. Okay, and then just you and your aunt?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and
You're the baby.
Yeah. I don't mean to leave her out.
No, you're fine.
But, and then do you do any yard work over there? Do you do anything?
No, it was raining too much. I walked in with the baby and then said hi to her little dog in the garage while she was there.
Just visiting?
Well, yeah, at that point.
Yeah.
I asked her to, on the phone when I talked to her right before then, I asked her to bring in one of the lantern things, lights that she had, so I could take a look at it to see if I need to get extra cord or whatever, you know. But there's a good foot of cord in there, so it was perfect.
Okay. And then how long do you stay there? Do you stay there until you go to Applebee's?
I stayed there for a bit, and I didn't go straight to Applebee's. I went back home to change because I was covered in rain.
Okay. How long were you at your aunt's?
I couldn't tell you exactly, but I did call my father while I was there, and then I called him right when I left. It'll be on my phone around the exact time I was there. I was there for a decent bit. I sat down and I had a bowl of soup with her. And then I called her. I called my dad because she didn't know my dad was in the hospital for his hand. He has a hand infection that was in. Okay. So I told her about that, and she didn't know, but her daughter knew. I guess you're not allowed to, if you work at the hospital, you're not allowed to tell other people if someone's in the hospital.
HIPAA laws, yeah. So you went back home to.
Yeah, you could call her up as well and ask. I was covered in water, I was drenched.
From what?
From when I got out of the car and it was all raining. Just from going to the truck, it was raining from when I got Kyle off the bus. And then getting out of my car and going into the house. I was drenched.
Okay.
It was raining like crazy that day. I don't know if you were outside or not.
Yeah, I remember it raining. I don't know how hard it was. So you went back home and
I don't know if I
went back inside, or what did you do?
No, I couldn't get back inside. That's when I was texting Anna and telling them, hey, we need keys and everything.
So, the key thing is to get into the life of its own, because everybody has different keys. So it's...
We all had the same... There's a whole story to this. I'm sorry.
Without going into it, I know things were lost or stolen, and everybody has different keys. Could we just leave it at that? Right?
Yeah.
What key let's just keep it very simple. What key do you have?
At that point in time, I had no key at all.
Why? You never had keys?
No, I had keys to the garage, and then I had keys to the original front door. But then she changed it, and then she changed it again.
Those are two separate locks, right?
Yeah, they're two separate locks right now. The only person who had a key to the deadbolt was Melinda. And then she had a spare key. I don't know if she gave it to Bruce or Megan or whatever. We're not supposed to lock the bottom lock. That's a no-no. No one can get into that one. And the garage door, if you open the garage door.
So if you don't have a key, you just get into the garage?
Mm-hmm. Okay. I get in through the garage, which did not open, and then I knocked on the door a few times. But in my head, I didn't think she was there because she didn't have the van. I didn't realize she had the other car. She normally always drives the van. I figured Megan, she was home that night. I figured she went to the airport.
What car is in the driveway when you get there? What cars?
The red one.
And does everybody park in the
the same spots?
In the driveway? You guys got your assigned spots?
Yeah, I normally park to the far right because if Anna parks over there or anybody else, they don't like going near the edge, but I don't care if I fall over the edge, especially when I'm in the truck.
Okay. And where does Mel park? Into the left?
She normally parks to the far left, unless Megan parks there or someone else beats her there. But she's normally in the far left or middle, and then Anna normally parks behind me.
And what car was Mel driving that day?
I didn't know it at the time, but she was driving the red car.
Okay.
I just, I didn't put two and two together for the longest time.
And why didn't you know she had the red car?
I was sleeping when they did the whole car switch. I only learned about this after the fact. He broke down somewhere that morning. The night before, someone put nails in his tires. He pulled the tire inside and we looked at it, but there were 2 nails in his tires the night before.
She normally drives what?
She normally drives the big minivan that Megan had. And Megan was there that night, and then her car was there, so I just figured...
But when she came home...
I didn't physically see her pull it.
Right, but she walked in, you walked out, you either saw the red car.
I don't know, I just didn't think about it, I guess.
Okay.
Sorry if that...
Sorry.
I don't really, if it doesn't really concern me, I don't really care, to be honest. Sometimes it's just like, I don't want to stress about it.
Yeah. Okay. So, you see the red car, but you didn't think twice of it?
No, it's just, if it was a car I didn't recognize, I probably would have said something, but...
Okay.
In my head, I was thinking, Megan's not home, the red car's here, she probably went to the airport for something. She goes to California every once in a while. That's probably what I was thinking. She goes to California every couple of weeks for something with her job. But whenever she does, they put her...
Have you had a problem getting in the garage before?
Yeah. When they changed the code a while ago, because when stuff was still going missing, they were afraid someone knew the code.
When did you guys change the code?
Oh, probably 6 months ago. They didn't tell me at first, so that's the only time I really had a problem getting in the garage.
Okay, but once you knew the code...
Once I knew the code, yeah, it was nothing.
Okay. And why don't you think it opened this time?
I don't know. I tried a whole bunch of times, and it sounded like the motor was working, but it just wouldn't lift open.
Oh, you could hear the motor?
Yeah. Like you could hear it if you put your ear against it. But... So I didn't change, and I ended up going straight to Applebee's.
Yeah, so the code's it's reaching it, but
yeah, that's
maybe the motor's broke.
And then Scott said he had to fix it, the uncle, because he got it open, but he said it only opened halfway. I don't know if that's anything. When they were going to the house, I haven't been in the house yet.
Okay, he said it only opened halfway?
Yeah, he took his toolbox over there and he said he got it closed, but I don't know what he did to do it. Yeah, you can call him and ask.
Okay, and then where do you go after that?
Straight to Applebee's.
And which way do you take to get there?
Blazing Star, Golden Star, straight down Howe.
Did you pull in off the Howe? Which entrance off the Howe?
I went down, I skipped I don't like going to the left entrance right there. I went around.
To which one?
Just around all the way to the one by there's a meat thing there now, a restaurant where the old Johnny Moo used to be. Does that make sense?
Have you said you went out 82?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
By the rail?
Stuff. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I told the officers at the site that I couldn't get in the house earlier. They're asking me how I was trying to get in and everything. I don't know his name, they're really tall.
Okay. And so what time do you get to Applebee's?
I couldn't tell you, I'm sure they have cameras or something.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I texted Anna here on my phone. That'll tell you the exact time. I texted Anna here right there. Okay. Right when I physically walked in because I didn't see her because I was going to wave her over to have her sit there. I had to ask the little blonde girl to sit me in Anna's section.
Okay.
I don't know her name.
And then Bruce arrives how long after you?
maybe 30, 40 minutes. I called him a few times. He was at the wreck. He said he was hopping in the sauna or hopping in a thing or whatever. Something. He was hopping in something to...
When were you calling Bruce? Like
when was that?
Yeah, when did you start calling him to meet there?
I was the one who told him to meet here. Anna called him when we were trying to figure out what was going on, because I called him to talk to him about something else. I forget. But he said, I was meeting Mel at Brew Kettle, and then he said he was at Walmart, and he was talking about Kyle's underwear. There's a sale on underwear. And then we all start trying to figure out where she was at that point.
When did you start calling Bruce? Like, at what point through all this?
I don't know. I don't think I could really tell you. My phone won't tell you the timestamp. I can't remember what I was doing. Oh, you know what? I called him. You know what? I think I might have called him at Jeannie's. Maybe. Yeah, I sent him I called him at Jeannie's, or I called him when I was leaving Jeannie's. I can't remember. I'm sorry.
Do you guys usually call or text each other?
To be honest, me and him don't normally call or text. Only when we have to. I'm not trying to
be mean to your father?
Yeah, be mean or try and make it sound like it's a bad relationship or anything. It's not. It's just we don't normally talk that much, to be honest, with you. God.
Okay.
You guys have Bruce at your chairs.
Oh yeah, I forgot to get you out.
No, you're fine.
So Bruce arrives 30, 40 minutes afterwards, and you had already your food?
I ordered an appetizer.
Okay, Bruce, and then what happens at dinner? What do you guys talk about?
Where's Mel is? We were talking about the tire for the longest time. Every once in a while when we do talk, especially when stuff goes like this, we always try and figure out, we basically try and be our own detectives and try and figure out what's going on. I thought it was Ronnie with us and doing all that, because whenever the keys go off, his light's on in the garage, and that's where he goes. Hangs out and stuff with his buddies. So that's what I thought. Bruce said no. Melinda said no a whole bunch of times.
Who's running?
If you're looking at the house next door, neighbor to the left.
And you guys went to your house?
I thought he would have the one that had the keys and everything, and might have put shit underneath the tire. And then there's another guy they don't like, or there's the guy across the street with a red truck. I don't know why they don't like him though. I couldn't tell you.
Okay. And do you or Bruce get up and go anywhere during dinner?
I went to the bathroom.
You did or he did?
I did. I just had to pee real quick. I was back in a minute.
This is during dinner?
It's near the end of dinner.
Okay. And did Bruce go anywhere?
No. He sat with the baby when I went to the bathroom.
Did he never left?
No.
Okay.
We were there the whole time.
Okay. And then you guys headed home?
Mm-hmm. He walked out to the car with me and carried the food out to the car.
Okay. And did you guys do anything? Just put food in and put the baby back in?
Put the food in and put a little bit more gas in because the gas light popped on. The thing's a guzzler. The only reason we drive it is because it's the truck and it's easier to move stuff around.
So you end up emptying the Good Samaritan?
Yeah, I didn't put all of it in. I just put like 2 gallons because I was going to use the rest for the lawnmower the next day. And
okay. And then you guys arrive home at the same time?
He was like less than a minute ahead of me, maybe a minute. When I was turning onto Golden Star, I saw the little car turn to the right on Blazing Star. Like that's how far apart we were. And then I waited for a lady to go through the stop sign, and then I went through the stop sign and turned to the right. Like we were literally just seconds behind each other, not within sight at least.
Yeah, I understand. And then, so what happens when you guys get home?
He got out of his car first, walked up to the door, was waiting at the door for me because I had the keys, and he gave me the keys that she thought would open the door. They're in the truck, by the way, if you need those. They're in the floorboard.
Okay. So Anna gives you the keys and versus waiting.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes. And okay. I grabbed the baby and the keys, left the truck on because I didn't know if we would be able to get in or not. But when I got out of the truck and walked around the corner, he said, "Oh, that's her car. She's here." And he knocked a few times. Nobody answered.
You were trying to do or he was trying to do it?
He knocked the door. I tried to open the door with the keys.
And did it work at all? And any locks or?
They didn't even fit. Like, they'd go in, but they wouldn't turn. I needed a lock. But Mel changed the key. I showed her how to do the lock the first time, and ever since then she changed it a few times by herself, so. I don't know.
And neither one would turn, huh?
Neither would turn.
Okay. And you guys are knocking and...
He knocked, I tried the keys, and then I was like, well, what the hell? He said someone was there, and he's like, her car's here, she's here, the lights are on. So I hit the doorbell like a lot of times to be annoying, so someone would come open the door. Like, I couldn't tell you an exact number, I just kind of,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
1 second. I'm too big for this.
No problem. Okay, and then how do you guys get in?
Kyle just opened the door.
And how long did it take him to open the door? Did you come right to the door?
We heard him, like, when Kyle walks down the stairs, he does like one step at a time and he really stomps on the stairs, so you kind of heard him coming a little bit.
He came from upstairs?
That's what it sounded like. I mean, I could be wrong.
Did you see through the windows?
No, we were standing right by the double door. To go to the windows, you'd have to walk.
But it sounded like you could hear him come from up there?
Yeah, because when he comes down the stairs, he kind of does like one step at a time, like, like it's real loud. It sounded like he was coming upstairs. I mean, it's not for certain.
He goes down a step at a time?
Yeah, like slow, like, I don't think he can go fast.
Okay, and which doors did he have to open up, which handles? Did he have to unlock both of them, or both locked? Did you see?
I don't think the top one's locked. I don't think the deadbolt, because the doorknob wouldn't turn, like at all. Like, like
on that door, does it have a lock on the inside, or can you just turn the handle and open it up? If it's locked. You know what I mean?
I think you have to turn the thing first.
Turn it, yeah.
It doesn't do it that way.
Okay.
But Kyle can do that.
He could do that?
Yeah, he can open pill bottles and stuff too. Surprisingly, I didn't think he could.
And you don't think the deadbolt was locked?
I don't think so. I mean, maybe.
You don't remember?
It sounded like
you remember. It makes a pretty distinct sound, like those.
Yeah, it sounded like you just hit the bottom and hit the handle. Like turned the doorknob and opened it up.
Okay.
And then he opened it up. He goes, "Brucey," like he normally does, and nothing seemed wrong. I set the baby down, walked back out, turned the truck off, grabbed the diaper bag and everything, and walked in. Like we were walking back, and he yelled. I ran.
Were you out at your truck when he yelled?
I was just about, the brick archway. I was like right there, about to turn. I was trying to rush back because I left the door open, and the baby was there, and it was cold and rainy out. It wasn't really rainy, it was doing the light sprinkle. And then I moved a little bit faster. I was moving faster than normal walking speed, because I heard him yelled something. I couldn't make it out, but the baby wasn't there where I left her, and I kind of went into I didn't know where she was. I wanted to know where she was. I went in, I looked, saw the baby. She was just one part of the chair holding over where the tile is, the other part on the carpet kind of deal. I don't know if you know about baby carriers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's in
technically she's in the living room, but technically half of it's hanging over the kitchen. And she was crying. I picked her up, turned around, and I got a good view of all that. And he was...
You got her out of that car seat?
No, she was still in the car seat. She didn't get out of the car seat until the officers came and asked if she was okay.
Oh, I thought you said you got her out. You saw the baby in the living room, and I thought you just said you got her out.
No, I picked her up, and I looked at her, and then I turned around and got a good view. I got her out of the house, if that's what you're talking about, after I realized what had happened. But we looked at Mel. You know, Bruce was by her head.
So you picked her up, and then you looked. That's when you saw Mel.
That's when yeah. Like, you know, I looked for the baby seat. That's what I wanted. I wanted the baby. I don't like it when Kyle moves the baby. He's hit her a few times. It's kind of scary, but, you know, I just wanted the baby.
How often does Kyle move the baby?
A lot, to be honest.
Do you and Anna yell at him?
Well, if he's nice to her and he just picks her up in her chair and sets her in the family room, that's fine, you know. But he's a little bit jealous sometimes. And he kicked her once and he smacked her once. But that.
What kind of yell? What did you say? Bruce yelled. Like, what did he yell? What did you hear?
I just heard him yell, like a scream. I couldn't make it out. I was outside.
Like a scream, you know, yelling, like not angry, but scream, like he's scared or angry?
No, angry. It was loud and angry. Like he yelled at Kyle. That's why I thought something was wrong with the baby when I didn't see her there. And she was crying, and I guess the scream woke her up. She's hard to wake up, but if you make enough noise, she will.
Okay. So you came in, you kind of fast walk in there because you heard the scream, and then
went straight for the baby.
And you picked her up is when you turned around and saw?
I picked her up, looked at her, and just saw that she was crying and upset, and turned. Mel's on the ground by the door. Bruce is by her head, like he kind of crouched down, like a
Did you are you saying you picked her up, inspected her?
Or like this. I went like this, and I looked. I didn't see anything wrong with her. She was just really upset about something. I'm guessing the scream just woke her up. She was napping in the car. She could fall asleep just from there to Applebee's.
Okay, so you looked at her, and then what makes you turn around?
I just turned around to see what the hell was going on.
Okay.
Kyle was standing past her by the TV, nearly at the TV by the ottoman. Isn't that what you call the little thing, ottoman?
The thing in front of the seat? Foot?
That opens.
Footrest?
Yeah, footrest. Footrest, isn't that what it is? Ottoman?
Yeah.
Alright.
Turn around and what did you see when you turn around?
Mel on the ground. I didn't see the blood at first. I saw Moose by her head. I thought she just slipped. And then,
you saw what by her head?
He was by her head. Bruce was by her head. He was like this. Almost a baseball crouch kind of deal. Catch it.
Was he facing you?
Yeah, kinda. He was more facing the door and her. If I was standing here and that was Mel, he was like this, looking at her. He was looking at her head. And I walked over there a little bit closer and I realized I saw the blood.
You didn't notice the blood at first?
Not at first. Not really, noticed it.
And when did you notice it?
When I looked around and got closer to her, when I took that first couple steps to where there's 3 chairs, 3 metal chairs on the counter, when I probably run around and got to the second chair, to be honest.
Okay, and then what did you guys do?
He reached down and he was trying to talk to her, and then he looked up and he's like, she's been attacked. I got Kyle out of there, and I picked up, I was holding the baby still, but
yeah, did you
I went like
Kyle
this.
Out of there? What did you do?
I walked over and I grabbed him. He doesn't like listening to me, so I kind of did force him out of there. I grabbed him by his neck and kind of pulled him out. Because I was afraid if someone was in the house or I didn't know what was going on. But Bruce was still inside.
You went outside first?
Yeah, I told him to get his phone. I got Kyle out of there, and then I got my phone because he said he couldn't find his phone when I was on my way out. And I called. And then he was yelling inside. He walked out and screamed, who the did this, who did this, and a whole bunch of other stuff. I didn't really get all of it because I was trying to talk to the lady.
You're the first to call 911?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
I know he walked out on the phone with someone afterwards, but I don't know if he called before me or not.
Okay.
Because I didn't call until I got Kyle sitting down in the truck and the baby in the truck as well. But she asked me to ask Kyle if he was okay, you know, like everything that was on the 911 call. I asked if he was okay, he nodded, he didn't say anything, he didn't talk. After that, Bruce came out, he was yelling on the phone, he's screaming. I didn't get all of it, he's screaming at you guys somewhat. And then, I think that, I don't know, that's when you guys showed up, I believe. You know, after that, everything else is documented.
Yeah.
I don't know. Kyle didn't have any blood on him or anything. I didn't see at least.
Yeah, I didn't see any. Okay. And then,
I do have a question though.
Sure.
I don't know if you're allowed to say this or not. There's stuff online and everything saying she was shot. There's stuff saying she was just stabbed. Can I get an answer on that, or is that not allowed?
Right now,
No.
we're not saying
Okay.
all that. You know, we have to wait for the medical examiner's office to give us a report. So it takes some time.
I've never seen it. I was just confused because they were reading an article there. I've never seen a gunshot or anything like that. When it was like that, my dad shot himself a while ago, but you know, I saw the after. I never really saw the.
Your dad shot himself?
A couple years ago, yeah.
What do you mean?
He had an accident while we were living over on Falling Water. He shot himself in it. He like slapped the gun or whatever.
Wait, say it again?
This should all be documented as well. Like when my freshman year of high school, we were living in Falling Water apartments.
Yeah.
He like slapped the gun or whatever and shot himself in the face.
What do you mean slap it?
I don't know. He has this alarm and he had a gun next to him. I think that's the story. I don't know. I was young at the time. I don't know the full thing. But it should all be documented as well.
Where did he shoot himself?
Right in his cheek.
Wow.
I never really got to see the gunshots. I don't know what gunshots really look like. But it didn't look... I'm sorry.
Now you and your dad, you told me that you had gotten, there were some guns in your car.
Sorry. No, I'm sorry. No stretching. Yes.
There were some guns in your car that you had taken inside. You want to drive around with them?
I didn't want to drive around with them now in case I got pulled over.
Yeah.
Just with all the
Do
stuff.
you guys go shooting a lot, or do you guys just buy?
Not recently. I haven't gone shooting in a month, maybe.
Where do you guys shoot at?
He used to work at B&T Range. He's currently not working there anymore, but we used to go there all the time.
Where is that at?
Lorraine. There's one in Lorraine. And then there's another store right over in Middleburg, I think. I don't know the logistics of it and everything.
I'm sorry, the first city was where?
Lorraine is where the actual gun range is, and then I think there's another store right over here in Middleburg if you go down Pearl all the way.
Okay.
I'm not exactly 100% on that, but I know the store that we shot at.
Yeah, because when we were talking last time, I'm not a gun guy. You read off a lot of different guns. I mean, there's obviously somewhat.
I'm not the biggest gun guy either. I just know what my dad teaches me.
Well, he's got it, yeah.
Okay. You know, like I've been around him my whole life. It's not the scariest thing, but we used to go like every weekend. Then he had his accident, and then we didn't go for the longest time because I didn't want to. And I kind of got back into it a little bit because he likes to do it, and I like to hang out with my dad.
You were a little nervous because we gave you the gun residue test, and then you say you had cleared on Saturday, or
I cleared a gun he had,
right.
his
Right.
CCW, because he went to the hospital, and he set it in his car.
Yeah, I understand.
But then my mother drove the car home, and she doesn't know how to do that stuff.
Yeah. And what hospital is your dad at?
He was at Southwest for a hand infection.
And you cleared it at in the parking lot?
In the parking lot, I made sure no one was around, so I didn't get called on. I just ejected the chamber, got rid of the magazine, put the bullet back in the chamber, not in the chamber, but the magazine, and set it back in its holster and set the magazine next to it.
Are you sitting in the car?
Yes, the whole time in the car. I was standing right next to my mother when that happened as well.
Are you outside of it or standing or in the car?
Outside of it technically, but I was
facing inside
all the way inside the car. My body, my legs were hanging out, so that.
Oh, you're seated, but it's sitting out that way. Okay.
But I was like this because I wasn't getting in the car with my mother. I just wanted to get it done because I didn't want anything to happen. My father's always very safe, but he happened to drive himself to the hospital, so he set it down there where he knew it would be safe, in his little lockbox in the car. But
yeah.
If she's going to drive the car, I didn't want it to be there, so it was in the bag. She took it inside and put it away. But she doesn't know how to do any of that.
Yeah.
So I didn't want, her to try and figure it out.
And then the guns were, the bag of guns?
There was a gun show Saturday.
Right.
The Berea gun show. We were going to go up there and go sell some of them, try and sell all of them, and then some more stuff.
And you're in his car, though, right?
That was in the truck. That's the car we would have taken to go there.
The truck that was at your house?
The truck that you guys towed away, correct.
Okay. And then you just ended up keeping them and taking them inside?
Yes.
Okay.
He went there. He went to the hospital, and they were in the truck. I didn't know at first, but, when I saw him, I realized that, he must have slipped his mind. Didn't think anything of it, just took him right inside.
Okay. And the one you cleared, did you just clear it, make a safe, and let your mom take that car?
What?
The one that you cleared?
Yeah.
Did you just leave it in that car?
I put it back. He has a duffel bag with a little, like a 3-code lockbox. Mm-hmm. He put it in that with his holster.
Yeah.
I opened up the lockbox, ejected the magazine, cleared the round out of the chamber, left the slide open, and put it back in the holster.
Yeah, put it back. So it was still in that car?
It was until she got home. She just drove straight home and took it out and put it in the bedroom.
Yeah, I understand.
Because that lady rides around in that truck.
And the other bag was in the truck, and then you...
The other bag was in the truck, and I didn't know at first. I knew when I got home, but then when I went to go leave, I went out and put it downstairs.
Yeah.
I didn't think anything of it at the time.
Do you know any of those? Are you familiar with any of those guns? Have you guys shot those guys? Are those guns you're going to sell?
Those are guns he was going to sell, so they would not have been shot anytime recently. A long, long time. I know the one...
Have you ever shot any of those?
Not those ones. No. No. I think the last thing I shot was a Glock 40 9mm.
And besides your dad's guns, you guys don't have any weapons at that house?
No.
No.
Never. I mean, besides, I guess kitchen knives or pocket knives. I always normally have a pocket knife on me. I know you guys walk down there. You saw I have a whole bunch lying around down there. I always pick up one. I normally carry the red utility one so I can skin wires or something if I need to. Mm-hmm. And we do haul a lot of stuff in there and use it to cut the, like the twine you get at Home Depot. We got a whole bunch in the truck in case we need to haul anything.
Okay.
But we, nothing for bad, just, for utility.
So back to hopefully, you guys helping us. And you could, you can't think of anybody, besides the people trying to break in the house, is there anything else that sticks out that we should know?
I know they were fighting with their one friend Mark, the Mark Cerner, but I know he's told you about him, so I really feel the need. Bruce really hates the guy. It sounds like I only heard half of it. I've heard more about it since.
Because it's, I would never say this to Bruce, but it was such a violent scene and violent death. It takes somebody evil, to do it. So
I don't understand
that
how anybody can
that almost rules out a young 12-year-old kid from Strongsville kicking your door. So that kind of goes out. But
I doubt a 12-year-old child could even do that to somebody. Melinda was, she's strong. She played soccer.
Right.
She's kicked me in the leg before, and it hurt.
Yeah.
When we were camping, she kicked me as a joke, and it hurt. It left a mark.
Yeah. You know, so to think of somebody who, you know, is evil enough to do it, it's who could do something like that.
I mean, anybody who knew her. I mean, she's the greatest person. Like, you know, granted, you know, everyone has arguments. Me and Bruce had an argument the other day. We were cool the next day. But I don't get how anyone would be able to do that. Like,
Yeah, you don't see that.
I've never seen anything like that.
It's rare when it's that brutal. She's that brutally attacked.
She was well liked. She was always talking to people on Facebook. Wherever we went to dinner, there was always someone there, you know. Oh, hey, Melinda. Or, you know, I haven't even been not even really a part of the family that long, and, you know, people.
And she took you in.
Yeah.
I mean, do you consider her mom?
Yeah, I mean, I never called her mom, but she basically was. She helped me with a lot of stuff. She's great with Aurora. Aurora loves her. Sometimes we can't get Aurora to sleep. We just, you know, she'll text down, hey, bring her up, and she walks up, and she's out in 5 minutes. She's got that magic baby touch.
Yeah. So now Aurora's going to grow up without a baby, without a grandma.
Yeah. But I don't know why anybody would do that. I mean, she's well loved. She's friendly. She's a teacher. Everybody knows her.
You know, I asked Bruce the same question. You know, as a family, what would you guys as a family like to see to somebody that, if we were able to find somebody, what kind of punishment do you think is appropriate?
Is the death sentence? I don't know what the punishment for it.
Yeah, the Ohio has it.
I don't know what the punishments are for.
No, I mean, I'm talking, not
or personally.
So, yeah, what do you think would happen if you were the judge and jury?
Well, if I was judge jury, I'd probably go death sentence, to be honest. That's not right. It shouldn't be allowed to go back out.
Yeah, and I think that's fair enough. For something
that's not a bad thing to say, is it?
No, it's just an honest thing. It's just something where.
Granted, I would never be able to do that, but
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna get you out of here. I appreciate your patience and time, and like I told Bruce and Anna and the family, we're working on it. Be patient, and
I do have a question though. 2 questions actually.
Sure.
I know you need the phones and everything. That's fine. But can I give you this number? This is my central cell phone.
Yeah. I need a contact number for you. What is it?
And I don't know if you're allowed to. Can you just text me before you call, because I will not pick up any random numbers.
I'll leave you a voicemail, but I don't text, from work. But I'll leave you. Can you check your voicemail on it?
I don't know if I can. I'll get the call from my sister.
I'll be calling from a 580 number, a Strongsville number.
Gotcha.
So, that'll be me. And and really, I always, chances are I'm calling you. I'm calling, everybody else in the family, and.
I got freaked out though. I don't know what you said to Anna, but she's like, "Oh my God, get up to the police station, call me right now," or whatever. And I'm like,
well, that was
what?
Yeah, it's funny because I asked her for you to call me because I knew Bruce was coming up. He didn't. Well, they kind of left it a little open-ended, but
he's just like, I got to go up and talk to him. And I was like, okay, well, call me when you guys get back.
Yeah, and then they call up there and they say everybody's here, and I'm like, well, then like I said, that wasn't planned to have everybody sit there.
What she iterated to me was, get up here right now, the detective wants you. And I was like, holy shit. And then I got here like 20 minutes before they did. And I'm like, where the f*** are they?
Yeah, right.
Because I lived right around Fair. I was literally right around the corner. I did speed a little bit, to be honest.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, they said everybody's here. I'm like, well, that wasn't the plan. I was going to have you coming after them. But, well, I appreciate you coming in and being open and honest with me, and if we missed anything, you let me know.
She
And,
does yell at people all the time in the back. That's one thing that no one ever liked. That's the only thing I
Yell
can
at
think of.
who?
She yells at, if there's people in the back in that park hanging around or anything, she'll go out and yell at them. That's one thing that I did think of. She, it doesn't matter who. I don't know if it's like the teacher in or whatever. If she doesn't like what they're doing, she'll go out and yell at them before she calls anybody or does anything like that.
Yeah. With all the stuff happening at the house, I asked Bruce the same and Anna. I'm going to assume that everybody locks their doors. You guys are keeping your door locks?
I lock everything. Bruce locks everything. Anna does. Mel and Megan have the worst thing with that.
Anna, Mel, and Megan? So
No, Anna locks stuff
Okay.
probably better than I do.
Okay.
Because I don't really do. I do the bottom floor windows. She goes around and locks everything up, Anna, like the windows. She closes doors. I just do the basement door, the sliding door, that door, and the bottom
What
floor
about your
windows.
cars? You guys keeping those locked?
Yeah. I know Mel leaves the van open every once in a while, but
Okay.
other than that, I'm pretty sure all the other cars are locked. I always lock mine. I won't leave unless it's locked.
Your car, yeah. It's funny because we'll have a theft in Strongsville and from a car, an unlocked car, and they always say, I don't think this happens in Strongsville. And,
When I was growing up, if you didn't lock the door, you got smacked. I grew up in old Brooklyn where robberies did happen and stuff. Never physically happened to us, but I grew up in a house with 6 dogs. You always kept it locked. No one ever came around. But I was taught to lock doors. I was taught to make sure that car's locked, make sure you got your keys, your everything.
Do you, Jeff, when you left, are the dogs able to be free and play and hang out? Or?
Joey was locked in the room because he's having trouble controlling his bladder. And
What room is Joey locked in?
the laundry room. You know how
Did you lock him in there before you left, or
He was in there, but I think that door was closed, so she had to at least open it, or Kyle at least opened it to let him out for him to escape. So I thought.
Okay, but what did you see? Was he locked? Was he
He
still
was
in
locked
there?
up when I locked out.
Yeah.
And my dog, I let him run around the basement in case anybody came to the door. I kind of been giving him a little bit more free roam.
What room is Joey in?
The laundry room with the washer and dryer.
Okay, and that's when you left. Okay,
Yeah.
and then Moose. And
Moose had
is
free roam
downstairs.
in the basement because ever since the whole Moose scaring away the burglar and Joey not waking up.
Does Moose come up and hang out with Joey?
Oh yeah, they hang out. They love playing together.
Yeah. So Moose is able to come upstairs and
Yeah.
okay, and he doesn't have accidents.
He does every once in a while, but he was really good about it this past week. He got real better. He'd go to the door and paw at the door whenever he needed to go. We were working with him. He had trouble for a little bit, but then he started getting better and better and better and better and better.
Yeah. Okay, so Moose has free reign and Joey gets
He has
stuck
free reign in
laundry
the
room.
basement. I don't let him run around because he chews on the wooden part of
Oh,
furniture.
Moose can't come upstairs and be with Joey?
Not when no one's home. When someone's home, he's allowed to go anywhere in the house.
Oh, and then so you kept him downstairs when you left?
Yeah, I put him in the basement.
And just closed the door?
He had free reign in the basement, yeah. I just closed that top drawer.
Okay.
But he never, I don't know the lady cop's name that was there, and she said that when she went downstairs, he didn't even bark, he was hiding in his cage. He never goes in his cage without people forcing him to go in there. Something had to scare him.
Yeah, a lot of people there.
Well, even, I brought him, when we took him to our family function, he was ready to, he doesn't like new people at first. He's really protective, especially when you're in his area. And the basement's kind of his area. So I was very surprised that he didn't, try and bite you or anything.
Okay.
That's another note I wanted to bring up. But he never goes in his cage unless you make him go. That's why I was like, holy shit, he's in this cage. That's why I thought he was hurt and everything when we walked down there and I checked him.
Last thing, you said you had changed clothes at some point during the day?
Yeah. Before I was going to leave, I took the clothes that were right at the bottom of the steps on that box. It was a gray shirt that was a little bit ripped. This is the shirt I sleep in most days. And then just a pair of sweatpants.
Okay.
They were all there, I was still wearing the same socks when you guys took them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, let me walk you out.
Yeah.
Get you out of here. Okay.
Where does this go, if I may ask?
To the hallway, we're walking. A little funky setup, but
I was just curious.
To the hallway, yeah.